let's see here. I believe that we are feeding out to the people of the world and the internet.
Yeah.
Let us know if you can hear me. Let's make sure my audio is okay, because yes, I am in a completely different vehicle, so the audio might be a little bit off here. And then of course I'm not even looking at the right place. But welcome. Yes, this is the Who Moved My Freedom podcast that you're watching. We're live. I don't have a gun in front of me right now, but I will. Lola should be bringing something in here soon. Babyface to the right. What is that? Was that the python? There you go.
That's Python.
There you go, the python. Walter's got no guns. Walter sold all his guns.
Oh, you are so wrong. You are so wrong.
That's
and you inspired me to go full ghetto.
Oh boy!
This is what happens when you have, I guess we'll say.
You got your Draco.
Draco, not Draco, like some hood.
Yeah, I mean, we say.
Hey,
listen,
baby.
we say how we want to. How do they say it in the country? There's that Draco.
Sam AK, that's what they say in the country.
So there you go. All right, listen. Make sure you guys go to hankstrange.com. That's the place to go to find out all the different things that we are up to here on the podcast, and basically whatever else I'm up to in the world. You could check it all out. Check it out. I'm rocking my Stranger Palooza shirt right now. I've been doing a bunch of Stranger Palooza business today, although I did shoot a video. I actually had to shoot a video explaining to people what I'm up to. What is going Okay, yeah. Trying to explain to people what I'm up to here on hankstrange.com, what we're up to. So anyways, all of that being said, make sure you go to hankstrange.com, look around for all the goodies that we have there, all the directions we're pointing you to. The new website is built up by 2A Commerce, and we appreciate them doing that. I think I'm in a position to kick this off here. Let's kick this off and get this started. Here we go.
Welcome back to the Hank Strange Situation, Lifestyles of the Locked and Loaded.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Franklin Armory. Franklin Armory provides 100% US-made firearms and awesome binary option triggers. Their focus and purpose is to provide freedom tools to all Americans, especially those in not-so-free states. So when you're in the market, please consider Franklin Armory. Okay, here we go. I don't know why that is winding up like that, but yeah, we are back. Let's do the jazz hands. Come on, get those jazz hands popping. All right, this is episode 888 of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast. Our subject is GhostGuns and PoopyPants Biden. That's what we're gonna talk about today. Of course, we've got Babyface.
I was in a mood, okay?
Yeah, well, I thought you were joking around until I looked it up. So,
wait, you didn't.
No,
okay,
I didn't know. I didn't. No, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't hear about. Yeah, we'll get into that whole thing. Also, we should be joining us. Should be Ryan of Fort Scott Munitions. He should be here in a minute, so we should be talking about that once we get Ryan on. He should be here to hang out with us and answer you guys' questions. But of course, we've got Babyface P of Babyface P International, locally known and artificially inseminated.
Fully artificially inseminated.
Who was artificially inseminated?
I don't know. That just popped into my brain. Don't pay no attention.
That's some scary shizzit. I'll tell you what.
Some people have been. Listen, it's not a crime to be artificially, squeezed in there. Lola, can you turn up the AC? There's not a lot of AC coming back in. That's all. That's all the AC I'm getting. Okay, all right, that's fine. I probably need a fan in here then to move the AC backwards. Huh?
Ain't no problem for a female, but it'd be a little tricky for Patrick. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, I just say that he. Well, I don't know how I said that. So yeah.
That's.
Yeah. We're not gonna.
In here is going.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Okay. So anyway, that being said, we should be getting Ryan. Lola's gonna go work on that and see what's going on with him if he's got some issues or whatever. Walter is here. Walter, Safety Harbor Firearms. STEMparts.com. I can't think of it. Can you think of something terrible to say about Walter, Patrick?
Not really. No. Walter hooks me up with too much stuff. I'm not going to say anything to him.
Oh.
and if you say anything shitty about me, you're never going to shoot none of my bullets no more.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, a man of magnificent belligerence.
There you go. That works.
Yeah. Artificial or otherwise. What?
I've been feeling fine physically, but I mean, mentally, I'm a little.
What's the matter with you?
That's not me.
Yeah. What?
With the stuff with the stuff going on in our country.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. There's a lot of nonsense going on right now. It's been going on for a while. Lots of nonsense going on around America.
I've always said that there's no difference between this now and the shenanigans back in 1776.
Mm-hmm.
The only difference is we have technology and drugs to fix the diseases.
Mm-hmm.
And those shenanigans are going on here, just like back then. So it doesn't ring real good in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Things are not leading to a good solution in this country. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, Patrick. Can we argue that? I don't know. Yeah, I can't argue that
really,
point. Lots of
guess, yeah.
The only, back then we had the British who thought they knew everything, right? And
Right.
now we have the politicians
Senile.
in D.C. that think they know everything, right?
Yeah.
Well,
When the leader of your country is pooping
and
his
out of
pants,
control.
allegedly. I don't know. Do we even? We're on Utreon. We don't even have to say allegedly, right?
It's taxation without representation thing.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
Yeah.
We had a
Oh,
revolution
absolutely.
over
Yeah.
that stuff. Remember
So
that?
here's the big news in the gun world. Go ahead. What's up, Walt?
No, I was going to say, what representation do you have with the stuff going on? You don't have.
I don't think so. Biden announces new gun regulation and names ATF nominee. I don't know enough about that guy. I was looking at Jared, Guns and Gadgets. Had something. He said he did a specific video about him. I didn't get a chance to look at it. But President Joe Biden announced a new firearm regulation Monday meant to contain the use of privately made weapons as he comes under pressure to take more steps to address a national crisis of gun violence.
There's no.
It's bullshit.
There's no national crisis. Let's start there. There's no crisis.
Yeah.
There is no crisis.
I mean, have you guys noticed that all of a sudden in the last couple of weeks the media decided to start bringing up the gun thing? Like, all of Joe Biden's numbers are tanking, and they're like, oh, let's start bringing up gun violence. Let's make up fake studies and all that. Go ahead.
Gun violence is also a misnomer. We should say that for anybody.
Oh, hang on, whoa. First thing, this thing doesn't commit any crimes.
Exactly. Violence is violence. It has nothing to do with
anything. It is some person or group of people who decide to do this.
Mm-hmm.
So let's punish those people, not us people. So
Yeah.
that's my rant, man.
Yeah. I don't know if this is true or not. Shelly Fungus says, Hank, we can't ever type the word Constitution on Utreon. That's really weak. Is that true? Patrick, can you type in Constitution on there?
I'm going to try it.
If not, I mean, if that's true, I'll ask the guys at Utreon what's up with that. I don't know what would be the deal with that. So yeah, I mean, yeah. So let's go on. For sure, there's the whole gun violence thing is bullshit. For example, that thing that happened in California, if they have a problem with people
should have it with the people that let him out of prison.
Yeah. These dudes are gangsters, criminals. They've used weapons and all kinds of stuff before. They let them out of prison. What do you like? If you break the law and then they let you out of prison,
it's amazing.
Why would you even pay attention to the law?
So they can blame us. How dare you have guns?
These people don't care about your laws.
No, they don't. Obviously.
And to be honest, we shouldn't care about their laws either. To be honest, let's be real. Let's be real.
I think those people that let those people out should be
rope
strung up. That's right. String them up.
Thing called Manila rope. Yes, sir.
Yeah, rope.
Yes, sir.
Those people who did that, Like, obviously,
Well,
locking them up and releasing them is not working.
those people killed people.
Yeah, we don't need them. We don't need them.
People they let the killers out and let them kill people. Now,
Yeah.
What are you going to do to that poor man?
Hold
that poor boy they caught. What are you gonna do with him?
hold those politicians accountable for the nonsense that they do, for the
Coddle them and hold
for the
them and
villainy
make
that they're
excuses.
perpetrating on the American public. You are their guinea pigs. They are using you. They don't care about your children. They don't care about the people who die in these things. They're just using you so they can get their way, so they can disarm you, so they can be well armed, and they can have well armed people around them, protecting them against you. So just think about that. So this stupid thing goes on about the regulation on so-called quote-unquote ghost guns, unregulated, untraceable weapons made from kits, will address a critical gap in the government's ability to track them by requiring background checks before purchase and serial numbers on some of the components.
Let's be clear here. Requiring a background check on the purchase of a non-gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everything now is a machine gun.
and the U.S. government, from what I understand, the ATF does not have a definition of what an 80%.
Nope.
No, it does. It's because it's not real
They've
thing.
never had a definition because that sets something in
A bad precedence.
Well, no, it's something they have to agree to, right?
Yeah.
So they don't have an 80. There's no such thing as an 80% receiver. It's just they say it's good or it's bad. That's it.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't know where this term 80% is as stupid as ghost gun. You know what I mean?
Did anyone
stop
check the
using that
Constitution thing? Let me see if I could type it in here, but I don't know. I didn't get a chance to check that.
Can I suggest a really good watch if you're in the mood for some history?
Okay.
On PBS. On
Oh, I
Public
can't type. I
Broadcast.
can't type Constitution. It won't send.
There's a
That's
two-part
weird.
series on Ben Franklin's life. If you get a chance, watch it. It's good.
Okay.
Ben
Yeah.
Franklin was he was a badass.
Well,
Wasn't he doing duels and stuff like that? Can we bring back duels?
no,
He was doing
He wasn't
French
a-
women all the time.
Oh well, then yeah.
He wasn't a duelist.
That's how you
but
stay trim. That's how you stay trim.
He was staying trim, let me tell you.
He was
With
staying
French
in trim.
royalty.
He was staying in some trim.
Yes.
The perfect example of somebody who really wanted to try to make things work the way it was, and then once he got slapped in the face a couple times, he said, "Fuck you, British. Now I'm done with you." And
Really?
in the short story, he was trying to trying to work it out so there wasn't a war, there wasn't this, there wasn't that.
Okay. Yeah.
And then finally, the British berated him bad enough
Yeah.
one time, he just said, "Okay, I'm done. Forget it. I'm an American now."
Really interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hey, this is what happens when you, the folks the people out there who believe in enslaving people or controlling people, they don't end at just one group of people. They want to control everyone, right?
Yeah,
I think in
even-
lots of ways the British are still trying to control us or controlling us. Go ahead.
He had those issues too. He had slaves, and he finally pretty much let them go. And but when he wrote about that and other people he didn't particularly care for, he didn't beat around the bush. He said, "This is my thing. That's the way it is." Maybe that I just don't see. But he was real truthful about it. It wasn't like he was hopping around the subject or anything.
Yeah, the owning of other people
he-
is a horrible thing.
But he finally came around. He was an abolitionist in the end. So, but yeah, so it's a good series. It's a 2-part series.
And where is this? Where is this again? Where is it?
It's on PBS.
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 I will give that a watch. It's actually
Okay.
very interesting.
Yeah, look at you looking at PBS.
And it's not full of political garbage either. I mean,
The commie
they have
BS.
people commenting on it throughout
Okay.
the stuff, kind of explaining about him. But it's a good series. It's a.
Okay.
I learned stuff about Ben Franklin I had no idea about. So. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they explained the whole lightning thing on the keychain and all, the key and the lightning and all that. What
Was that a myth,
and-
or did that happen? Or?
No, it wasn't. The string didn't get hit by lightning. What it did is the string picked up the static electricity, and then that's what jumped off the key onto his finger. Static
Okay.
electricity in the air. It was during a thunderstorm though, so.
Because there's more static
So-
in the air during a thunderstorm.
Oh, by our shop, when it really starts to storm, those
You feel
wires
it?
with that antenna that's by my, you can hear them sizzling and crackling. Yeah, oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty intense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to guns.
No, well, just along the lines of you saying something that was cool to watch. I mean, this is a little bit different, but I actually watch. Have you ever heard of Fab Moravan? I think his last name is Moravan. Fab, Milli Vanilli, the dude. You know Robin Fab from. You ever heard of Milli Vanilli?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know who that is.
Yeah. So Milli Vanilli was Rob. That was the light skinned black dude. And then the darker skinned one out of the two his name was Fab. I think it was Moravan, something like that. I could be wrong. Anyway, there's actually a pretty good video of him on DJ Vlad TV talking about that whole Milli Vanilli thing, man. It was really
Interesting.
I thought that was interesting. The only way it relates to what we're saying here is like, so I don't know if you realize this, there was this German producer who made a whole business out of making music, and then, so for example, this guy got famous. There's a band called Boney M, and he sang the songs. He was a white guy. He sang the song, and then he hired these people from the Caribbean. So a guy was the front guy, and then he had these backup female singers, and he hired them to lip sync way before. This was in the 70s. He was doing that in the 70s, and then he did the same thing to Milli Vanilli. So it was interesting. It was interesting to look at that and like hear the whole story of like what they went through. Because I remember I lived through that whole Milli Vanilli thing. Yeah. I mean, the whole world, all of America. When I was watching it, Fab was saying, "Yeah, we had Desert Storm and Milli Vanilli." That's what everyone was talking about back in the day. So,
And then the truth came out.
yeah. It's interesting to look at that and to see how you let people use you, how other people use people.
Well, look, there was a
For
little
money.
bit of this going on too.
For sure. For sure. Yeah.
They didn't do that for nothing. So
No. So, and that's what happens, right? Like a lot of us get corrupted over money. That's what these politicians are up to.
yeah, Ben Franklin brought that subject up when he invented a few different things. He could have patented them, and he decided not to patent them because he figured the people needed it more than he needed the money.
It's amazing the character of some of the founding fathers were really larger than life.
That's where you bring up Ben Franklin went to France to negotiate to get stuff for the Revolutionary War. While he was there, he was the toast of the town. Everybody had to see Dr. Franklin.
Yes.
And he was hanging out with the babes and and everything else. So then what are the other?
So he was balling out like Fauci, basically.
He was balling out when he was in France.
He had character.
Oh yes.
Then John Adams comes over to France he's going to fix this thing and get this shit going, right? Well, he's a Puritan, religious Puritan, right?
Yep.
And he's like, he can't stand Franklin because he's just drinking and partying and hanging out with the chicks and
he's a player.
But that's how that's how you rolled in France in that time.
That's what he said. He didn't realize at the time that is what it was. That's what it took to.
So you're saying you had to lay the pipe to get what's right.
Franklin understood the power of the media and the press, and he played that constantly because he was a printer, and he had newspapers and everything else in the colonies. But when the Puritan shows up and he's like, I can't.
Doesn't like it.
And the French didn't want to do anything to do with him because he was just a turd. He was a mad turd. He was going to tell him to go lay out in the yard or something. So.
It's interesting how the printing press changed the world, right?
Well, yeah, Franklin understood the power of the media to print things, all things, and he printed everything, good stuff, funny stuff, ads for runaway slaves, the whole advertising for business people, everything, because you have to. You can't just print one thing or another. You have to print it all. So. He understood the power of the press.
Yeah. So I can imagine the ads for runaway slaves. I'm looking for my slave facetious.
Well, no.
Facetious?
The ads would say, Negro, blah blah blah. What the clothes he had on when he ran away, characteristics, names, stuff like that, and that was about it. I mean, it wasn't very, it wasn't. And there was also ads for slaves being sold too.
Right.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
But, anyways, it's an interesting watch if anybody gets a chance to watch it. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not like one-sided or like it's not anti-Franklin. It tells the truth about him. So
yeah, and most people, like all kidding aside, and like I said, I've already said this, man. I think slavery is the worst thing in the world. It's one of the reasons why I believe so much in like the Second Amendment. Human beings have to be able to fight back in order to not wind up in slavery. And I know that the kind of slavery that happened in America and happened in the Caribbean, where I'm from, was one very specific thing, but there was lots of slavery around the world, and there still continues to be slavery today around the world.
There was an example that Franklin brought up. After the Constitution was signed, then this all became but he brought up the subject. Well, what about Morocco with the Muslims that have white slaves? What about that?
There's still slavery. There's still slavery going on.
But he brought
right
that
now.
up as a comparison. Talking about slavery here and slavery.
There's still slavery in Africa. On the black market, unfortunately, there's still people selling Africans into slavery. There's white slavery going on around the world. There's all kind, and none of that should exist. Those people should not be on the face of the planet. There's a lot of bad things that go on in the world, and people always rationalize it behind money. I remember one time this drug dealer was trying to tell me how the drug dealers take care of the neighborhoods. And I was like, what? Like, how are you taking care of the neighborhood by making a mother or daughter into a crackhead? How's that?
Well,
I don't understand how that's taking care of the neighborhood.
Then she can work for him. That's how she's taking care of the neighborhood.
Yeah, but that's not making the neighborhood better. The idea that, you do this bad thing in order to achieve this. But at the end of the day, people are not perfect. What would happen if we lived in a world where black people could have white people as slaves, which has happened? What would happen? Would black people out there own white slaves? I know a lot of black men would have a whole bunch of white women slaves. I tell you that.
Well, I showed Marley the other night.
That's black man kryptonite.
I was going through, Jesus, this makes me laugh. I was going through some just random clips on YouTube, and I found some funny clips from oh God, what's the name of that one? The comedy Wild West movie. I'll get it after this.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, so I mean, it's it's interesting. I'm not like this is what we need to think about before. Definitely bad things happen, but we need to think, what would we do in that situation? Are we any better?
Walther Arms has been making concealed carry handguns for over 90 years, starting with the PPK. Today, Walther is based in the good old US of A and still builds quality firearms like the PPQ and PDP for personal defense and competition. So when you're in the market, please consider Walther Arms. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Walther Arms.
Yeah, so just ask yourself that question. Yeah. Blazing Saddles.
That's why I always bring up the scoundrels are the same and the problems are the same. It's just we have different technology.
Would you be any? Okay, let's take, because I know some people get sensitive. I could talk about whatever I want to. I mean, I don't really give a crap. I'll talk about whatever I want to. But let's say people get sensitive and they don't want to talk about that. If all of a sudden America turned into Nazi Germany, and you're not a Nazi, are you going to be sending other people to concentration camps? And you could say you're not. Are you really going to be willing to fight?
Because I would.
People will. No, I know you. I'm not saying you would. Yeah.
Will. The Zimbardo prison experiment from the 70s is a perfect example of what happens when you give people power. It corrupts them almost immediately.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right away. All you got to do is give somebody a nice shiny. Like a nice pressed uniform and a title, 100%. And all of a sudden they're the Reich Marshal. So
for anybody listening that isn't aware, the Zimbardo prison experiment from the 70s was done at Stanford in a basement, and he put two groups of just totally normal students. 100% they were just off the street Stanford students. Half the group were cops, half the group were prisoners, and they locked them up in this basement area. And within 2 or 3 days, the cops were stripping the prisoners naked, and there was one quote-unquote prisoner that went on a hunger strike because they were being abused. And these were just kids in college. They weren't even like real cops are prisoners.
Mm-hmm. But look,
Absolutely
we've even gone through the experiment. Look at how many people are mad at other people because they're not wearing a mask. Or mad at people because they mad at, like, angry mad at people because they are wearing a mask, or because it's like we're doing the same shit that we say is terrible, right? Go ahead, Walt.
Or I'll call the police and rat you out.
Yeah.
Or something silly like that. So
yeah, and we somehow think that we would do better. This is what I'm saying to people: like, check yourself. I know I'm like this. Like, if people, especially when I talk to people about racism. I don't know. I like to ask people, like, are you a racist? Now, no one wants to answer that and say they are a racist, but I'm going to tell you, everybody is potentially a racist out there.
Everybody.
And everyone has said and done racist stuff, me included. Black people Black people are not exempt of that.
Everybody has their preconceived notions about other people, period.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
Over.
And we've all, if someone takes stuff that I've said, they could and either in or out of context. They can say, Hank Strange racist. He don't like the white people.
That was one thing that Ben Franklin brought up in his writings. He says, that's human nature.
Yep.
To be with the group of people you're with. He liked the English type folks. He didn't like the Germans and the Swedes.
He called anybody that wasn't English or French was swarthy. Have you seen that map?
Yeah.
But
swarthy.
You were either white or swarthy.
Swarthy. What the hell? Let me see the meaning of swarthy. Hold on a second.
It's like
I thought swarthy was like a pirate word that was a good pirate. Like, I like the chip of your jib. That's very swarthy.
Dark skin. Swarthy.
Let me look up swarthy.
Like your jib
dark skin. Swarthy. The definition of swarthy is dark skinned.
Oh, really? Swarthy.
So you were either British, French, I think German.
I like that word though. Swarthy is a cool word, right?
It's not a derogatory term, and he didn't mean it derogatorily.
Yeah, she looked frail. Listen to this example. She looked frail standing next to her strong and swarthy brother.
Yeah, it's not a derogatory
so
thing.
dark skin kind of meant healthy. That's what I thought. Yeah.
Dark skin to him meant like olive complexions, Italians,
healthy.
Spaniards.
Yeah. Not a vampire. Not a vampire.
Not a Norwegian. Yes.
But in the end, he admitted that he had prejudice and everything else, and that's just the way he said that.
But are people willing to admit that they're prejudiced? This is the question. Are people really, truly willing to, like? You tell me what race is not prejudice. I'm a black man. I'm two things. I'm black and Indian, and I'll tell you, those are both some very racist people. I know this. Okay.
Well,
but you're not gonna hear a lot of black people admitting that they're racist.
Oh, no,
I ask black people this all the time. I'm like, so do you consider yourself racist? No. Oh no, I'm not racist. And then for example, like and by the way, I've like dated I've had white girlfriends in my life. But my brother, let's say, if I remember when I was younger, and it's not like he liked all kinds of women. My brother always thought Lola was really, really beautiful. And, but the girls typically liked him being like, he was into like heavy metal music and all that kind of stuff. He was into vampires and stuff like that, right? So typically white girls. And
Wesley Snipes.
And I don't care, but I've seen like black people like, oh, you dating the white girls. Even like I used to have white friends, and black people where I used to work were like, oh, you trying to hang out with the white people? I'm like, I'm down with everybody.
I hang out with who?
Like
if I make my friends.
Yeah, like I had a friend of mine who lived in Queens, and I would drop him off to the job sometimes, and then we would talk when he was on his lunch break, and black people would come up to me, oh, you hanging out with the white people? I'm like, what? What? What's happening? So listen, we're all racist. We're all terrible people. And under the right circumstances, we will do horrible things to other people who look like us and don't look like us.
Don't look like us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, growing up, the word racist was kept for special folks.
Mm-hmm.
Really bad folks, and used to just be prejudiced. But now they've graduated past that prejudice thing, and now everybody's a racist. And everybody's not a racist, so you might have prejudice that
Yeah, everyone has their prejudices and their reasons to not like people or to like people.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so we should figure out how to, like, we're not exactly the same. I don't really believe human beings are all the same. Some people have different things. I think we should just be the same under the law. But men and women are not the same. In cases, women are better or stronger or have better abilities than men do, and then vice versa. There's, men under certain circumstances have better abilities and all that kind of stuff. This is just the way of the world. It's how it is. There's some you could be a white, blonde hair, blue-eyed dude, but you're short, and people like tall people. You know what I mean? It's like the world. This planet is not fair and doesn't care.
It's not fair and it don't care. That sounds like something.
It's true though. No, it's absolutely true. The world isn't fair, and that's just the way it is. Unfortunately.
Yeah. So that's. So let me say this. Couple of things going on here. I don't know. I don't see Ryan. I don't know if he might be coming in later. Edward Bauer said that TIT is blocked. TIT. Yes.
Oh yeah, I tried to put in that before titty before, and no, it wouldn't do titty.
Why did you try to put in titty, Walter? Why were you trying to put in titty?
We were talking about. I don't remember what the conversation was about.
Listen, I was talking about something.
Listen, I thought Utreon was like this.
I was feeling very titillated. I was feeling this was a very titular moment. Yeah. So anything apparently that has tits in it is blocked by Utreon. For the love of mercy, why? Just unblock that. Why is it? Okay, you guys have to come with this is one thing. So I see Edward Brower is in the chat. You guys are really, really draconian with the blocked words, man. Yeah. Huh? What's that, Walt? Walt is trying to put tits in there again right now, Patrick. He's trying
Who is it trying to put tits in there?
Yeah, everyone right now is putting. This is how we work, Edward Bauer. By the way, if your machine doesn't like tits, we will find ways. Let's rename a tit. What should we? A rose by any other name.
What if you're talking about something like a titmouse? Can you put titmouse, Walter?
Titmouse. Ooh, yeah. Like
titmouse is a real animal.
Yeah. Lola says title. Even remember title?
You can't put in title because
you can't type title in there. No, because it's got tits.
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys, it's got titles, got tits on it. Yeah.
Yeah. We got to come up with. What if we did code words for? No, we can't do code words. Come on. You guys just need to unlock tits as a thing. Okay, come on.
Yeah.
That's not that bad. Like there's a good. This podcast is the tits. Remember that used to be a saying.
It's titillating. It's titillating.
Yeah. There's some. Listen.
Titular. A titular moment.
First of all, tits are the reason why we are here.
That's the reason why men live.
In more ways than one. That's true.
Why would you want to exist without them?
But also, if you... Okay. Let me get... Lola's texting me. Hold on.
Don't like boobs either.
Lola says that Edward is working on it. Edward, we're not mad at you, but listen... We are very immature.
Expressive. We're expressive
around here.
Yeah, we are very immature men, and we reserve our right to be horrible. So,
titillated.
Yeah, you need to unban tits. Start with that.
Lola is trying to change the topic on me. She just texted me asking me to change the subject.
America and the tit problem.
Yeah. Yeah, how many tits can we put into this podcast? All the words, pull up, let's just look at all the words that have tits in it. I challenge you all. Lola says, okay, this is getting off the rails. Okay. Okay.
Oh,
Lola wants Patrick to talk about someone jacked a package off of his thing. Yeah. Did that get your tits in a twist?
Oh, wait, you should have seen. I was mad. Marley was furious.
What was it? What was it that was coming? What was the?
It wasn't anything
Can we
important,
know?
and
Okay.
it wasn't the fact that something. It wasn't the items themselves. It was the fact that somebody went on my front porch and stole it from us. That's what made us.
Yeah,
mad.
and you are straight up. You are one of the most paranoid, people I know. They mess with the wrong person.
We'll get there. So for anybody
Okay.
that's curious, I didn't put anything out about it, but I had a package. I had a porch pirate steal a package off my front porch this on Saturday.
Yeah. Right,
We had
right.
gone to St. Augustine for the day, and Marley's birthday is on Wednesday, so we went to St. Augustine for the day. That's something she wanted to do. By the way, the fort at St. Augustine, well worth the $15.
Oh yeah, that thing is freaking awesome. That is
It's
awesome.
pretty cool.
That's
Yeah,
some awesome architecture. American. Yeah.
St. Augustine's
well,
history for forever.
Yeah, I love St. Augustine, by the way. If like one of the things I would do if I had some money, like real money, you know, like tits money, I would definitely get a nice little spot in St. Augustine. That's, by the way, where Sam Andrews is at. Yeah, go ahead.
It was the area around the fort is too touristy for me, but the fort itself was very cool.
Yeah.
So anyways, we're on our way home, and we're it's an hour and 45 minutes for us to get home, hour and a half. We're about 45 minutes out, and we get a notification that Amazon has left a package that I was expecting. It was some pads for a TENS unit because my hand has been bothering me, and some batteries for the TENS unit. There's a bunch of 9-volt batteries and some sticky pads.
What is a TENS unit? What is a TENS unit?
TENS unit, it's like a electric therapy. You put it
Oh,
on
it's
your
shock
muscles.
therapy. Oh.
Yeah, you put it on your muscles and it like relaxes your
Now,
muscles.
I hate to ask this question. Can you put that on your tits or your junk?
I've never tried, and I don't know that I want.
Don't lie to us, Patrick. Don't lie.
No. So I had a bunch of the little sticky pads coming in because this is my last set, and they're kind of on their way out. You can only reuse them like 5 or 6 times. But anyways, and then about 10 minutes later, we get a notification that there's more activity at the door. And I was like, oh, we're not expecting anybody at our house. Why is there activity at our door? And I look at the video, and here's a girl grabbing my package from... That sounds wrong. Grabbing the package from off the door.
That wasn't me, Lola.
She goes walking off without it. With it under
I
her
saw
arm.
this video, by the way. This was like a young girl, and just for description, this was a young white chick in a red dress.
Young white girl in a red basketball shirt, red basketball jersey.
Yeah. Oh, that's what. Okay, yeah, it looked like a dress. Yeah.
Yeah, it was long. It was like a long basketball jersey. It went like all the way to her knees. So I do everything I can. She was very describable, easily describable. White girl. We thought teenage, like mid-teen.
Yeah, she was
I had her
tall. She was
description.
tallish.
We
taller.
thought tall and has a pink stripe down her hair. So
Yeah.
I put out. I end up making a police report saying, "Hey, I don't know what's happening. If this is like going to become a new thing in the neighborhood." But somebody sold a package. They said, "Well, they'll look into it."
Okay.
And then, funny enough, I put out a post on the Nextdoor app, and we have another guest coming in. Do you want to welcome the guest before?
Yeah, Ryan, welcome from Munitions. I don't know if Ryan even knows.
Story.
I don't even know if he knows what he stepped into. I guarantee you, Lola right now is texting me. You better be on your best behavior. Is our stream is still going? Some people are saying the stream ended. No, our stream is going, isn't it?
I can't find it myself.
Did we get kicked out? We're gonna keep going here, but did we get kicked out by the Utreons because we said too many bad words? I don't know. I doubt it.
I was trying to type in my name and it wouldn't go into the
Yeah, if we're still on and you can hear us, let us know.
It's live. I clicked the link in your email. It's still live.
You may have to refresh or something like that. If anyone, let me tell this person refresh. Yeah, Ryan, welcome. You've come in on a really really good time.
So I posted.
Thanks a lot for having me, guys.
To the Nextdoor
Appreciate
app.
Yeah.
I posted to the Nextdoor app saying, "Here's a picture. Here's the video. If you've seen this person, let me know." I was very courteous about it. I was like, I
Yeah.
would like to have a word with this person and their accomplice and I want my package back.
Yeah, so Patrick, Babyface P, had someone steal a package off his doorstep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
From the wrong dude!
So I put that out there. It was like 8:00 on Saturday night. I posted that to the Nextdoor app, thinking I don't even know if people use this thing anymore. The next day at about 1 in the afternoon, we get a knock on the door, and again, we were not expecting anybody. We get a knock on the door, and it's a parent and their daughter coming to return the stolen package and apologize to us. She saw the post that I made, and I'm guessing was mortified to see her daughter stealing off some.
Oh.
And not only that, she's like 5 houses down.
Wait. So what was this app you posted this on?
It's called Nextdoor. It's like a social media for your neighborhood. So when you post, it specifically targets your post to people within your neighborhood, and then outside of your neighborhood, and then further out of your neighborhood. So it's
They mess with the wrong tech guy.
It's mostly about neighbors communicating with each other.
Okay.
And I didn't know if anybody in our neighborhood used it. I set it up our neighborhood when they first launched the app like 3 years ago, and haven't been on since. So I went and put it on there, and it took off. Woman saw it on there, realized who it was, and brought her daughter back over. She stared at her toes as she apologized. Said she was dared by her friend to take it off the porch. And you could tell that's a life lesson that's gonna stick with her forever. Forever.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Props to the parent though for bringing her back.
She did a very good job. I was very
Yeah.
proud of her. She came, she apologized. She was like, "I'm so sorry." I was like, "No, it's not a big deal. The apology's accepted."
Yeah. If you're gonna steal people's packages, man, don't do it in your own neighborhood, damn it.
That's what I.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
funny-
Actually, don't do it. Seriously, don't do it.
Funny enough, the accomplice, which is the girl's like best friend, this boy, who's same age, they're both 11, they're both kids. I guess he came out to visit after school today, and the mom brought him over after school to come apologize. Also,
Okay.
she forced him to come over, and I looked at him and I was like, first off, everybody has cameras. Second off, you shouldn't steal. It's wrong. And third off, have you ever heard the phrase "pooping where you eat"? And both of them giggled because they're 11, obviously. And I was like, why, if you're gonna go steal, think about this. Why are you stealing from 4 houses down? That doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna see you again.
Yeah. How are you getting away with that?
I would have said to him, you want people to steal your stuff?
Yeah.
I told him that. I was like, we work hard for what we have. What if I came and took your block? I gave him the whole tough, stern talk.
So was this another kid from your neighborhood?
No, he's not from the neighborhood. He goes to school with the girl, and they're best friends.
Okay.
And they egg each other
These
on
two
to
people
move
should
on.
be banned from ever communicating with each other ever again.
I know.
Yeah.
But it was actually a very good resolution. And I posted, funniest thing, I posted an update to this story, the saga of the Porch Pirate, to the Nextdoor app. And I just put a little picture that says, like, forgive, and then I had a little story saying the mom brought her by. We're very happy that we got to put an apology and our items back. That post blew up more than the original, and now that has, like, I don't know, a couple hundred people who have commented on it saying, good for the parent, good job for her raising her daughter, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So.
Our kids can do wrong things. It could happen.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like High Point Firearms and Full Forge Gear, bags and gear for everyday life. Did you know High Point is an American family-owned and operated company located in Ohio with over 30 years of manufacturing experience? High Point is proud to be the home of the working man's gun and your source for affordable handguns and carbines with a lifetime warranty. So when you're in the market, please consider High Point.
All right, so we are back here. So we do have my friend Babyface P, my friend Walter, and of course you guys have not met him yet, my friend Ryan, who is from Fort Scott. If you can't tell right there with all the awesome Fort Scott stuff in the background. Ryan, what's up, man?
Not much. How you doing, Hank?
Good,
Appreciate you
good.
having me, man.
Oh, thanks for coming on. We appreciate it as well. You stepped into a little. Yeah, Mondays aren't crazy at all.
It would have been the same here if you stepped into my world, so
Oh, okay. All right, cool. So tell the folks who you are and what do you do at Fort Scott Munitions.
So I'm Ryan DVA. I work for Fort Scott Munitions. I'm the COO. I've been brought on to kind of bring up the retail side, so the online store and the brick and mortar store. And in addition to that, we're launching our training on our 10th year anniversary. So we've partnered with Battleline Tactical, and they are going to be hosting a lot of their training out of our facilities. So we have a facilities groundwork that we're building up. We got some exciting stuff in the works. We got a live range. Obviously, that'll be used for the copper ticket. So Hank, you'll be there. You'll get to see the debut of that. Awnings up, so fresh concrete's poured, all that kind of stuff.
Okay, nice.
We're also, yeah. So got a shoot house 20 shed that we're putting a modular configuration in, so 4x8 wall panels.
Okay.
And we'll basically be able to lay out any floor plan within 4 feet. So that's kind of the idea. It doesn't have truss or things sticking out. Yeah, we're really excited about that. So nothing sticking out on the ground. It's going to be sunk into the concrete, modular. You don't have trip hazards going around. It'll be tied back overhead. Long term, it'll be a catwalk, but that's not there yet. But the owner's pushing hard for that. So we got, So, and then we have like some really cool, just kind of historical buildings on our site. Like we have the old local grain silo that's like right on our site, and we've done some events where we'll do like rappelling off of there. The silos are like 120 feet tall. So we've got a lot going on, some fun stuff.
So you guys are getting serious about training over there, right?
Yes, very much so. And basically, our main priority is trying to build the facilities around Chris Tantaparanto's demands and his requests and stuff like that. So with him being in house, that's or kind of basing his operations out of there, it's really exciting for us, and we're really trying to set him up for success and do everything we can there.
So this is a home for Tonto when it comes to training.
He is, he'll still do some traveling, but he's going to start shifting more of the training to our facilities. So that he travels less. Yeah.
Is he from that area? How did he get hooked up with? How did the two of you guys get hooked up?
We've been sponsoring him ammo-wise for a while now. So before my time, for a long time. For a real long time. So there's been a good relationship there since they've been doing that. And it's grown to this now, to where he's getting to the point where he's trying to travel less, and if he can have it centralized in an area, that works well for him.
Yeah, Tonto's a cool guy.
Real cool.
So I don't know if Patrick, did you have some other questions like about?
You answered my question. I was actually going to ask if you had a dedicated person running the facility, or if you had people touring, and Tonto was the answer.
Yeah.
Yep. No, it's still open. Like we have other groups coming in, some LE military type groups coming in, also civilians. So we have that. It's open to that regard, but our primary working relationship there is with Battleline.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any pictures up of the facilities. I'll show the Instagram right now to folks, and there's Tonto right there. I'm not sure. Well, that's got to load, so I'm not sure. I'm going down here through. If you guys not following Fort Scott Munitions, make sure you do go follow these guys. And I don't think I said it, but Fort Scott Munitions has been providing me, like you just mentioned about Tonto. I think I'm probably like one of the oldest dudes out there that you guys for the longest have been helping out with ammo. And God knows we have burned through a lot of Fort Scott Munitions.
No, you have a good reputation around here, man. So I knew about you obviously before coming on, so I enjoyed your content and stuff like that.
Oh, cool.
But then it's cool to hear that the reputation that you have around here. Everyone was like, he's a solid dude. He keeps his end of things, and so it's cool to hear that.
I appreciate that. Yeah, it's funny, the story, if people want to know. So Ryan's still there, right? Is Ryan like actively a part of what's going on? Right.
Oh yeah.
So other Ryan, who is Ryan CEO of Fort Scott Munitions, or what do we title it? Okay.
Yeah, CEO.
Yeah, so a while back I was actually working with some other guys, and one of your sales guy came into a store, and obviously he was talking about Fort Scott Munitions, and they were kind of giving him a tough time, because you know how people are in gun stores, So they were giving him a tough time, and I was walking around, and they were like, "Oh, you should talk to Hank Strange about that. He's on YouTube." So the guy was really nice. I spoke to him, and I said, "Listen, man, anything I could do to help you out. That's one of the things that people like me always need is ammo." So I gave him my info, but he called back to Ryan, to the boss, to say, "These guys gave me a tough time, but I met this Hank Strange guy." And Ryan was like, "Oh, what? Hank Strange? I want to talk to him right now." He called me immediately. He's one of those few people that were actually fans of what I do. There's a couple people out there. And he was like, "Man, I will help you out however I can." And the guys at Fort Scott Munitions have been helping me out since then, and that's been years now.
Oh, that's cool to hear. So, yeah, and it's been my experience too. I mean, I know our interactions have been a little more limited, a little better now with the copper ticket coming up, but that's pretty cool. But
explain the copper ticket to people. I think this is what people want to know about. What's the deal with that?
Yeah, so kind of the launch of the training facilities was this copper ticket thing, and it's not really a buy-in, but we've got a handful of copper. We're calling them copper. It's based off the golden ticket.
It's like Willy Wonka.
Exactly.
Chocolate factory.
So there's 5 customers who, for 5 consecutive weeks, we pulled names off of case sales of ammo. So, and we limited it too, so that the customers knew they had basically we're only allotting 50 cases each week. One of those, one each week. There were additional entries for like more cases, like 1 case got you 1 entry, 3 got you 5 entries, stuff like that. So it was tiered a little bit, but it was still limited, and your odds were really good. So, but that just ended. So we have those copper ticket winners now.
Oh, so you picked 5 people.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so they've all been announced and everything. And then in addition to that, we have a dozen social media influencers that are coming. So yourself, obviously, being one. So we're really excited about that. Then we have Guns Out TV is coming. Clint with Classic Firearms.
Okay.
Daniel Defense is sponsoring the class, so they're providing like rifles and stuff for it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
do I get to keep that Daniel Defense rifle?
They were very clear that it was a loaner. So,
I didn't hear that. I
know. If not, I would have found a way to get in that class too. But,
right.
So yeah, we got them. Let me see here. Let me check this list.
Yeah, Guns Out TV. We had the guys from Guns Out TV, and then who was it from Classic Firearms? Patrick, I think.
Clint.
You guys know.
Okay,
Clint. Okay.
Yep, Clint's coming.
He's a young guy, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
And then so we have Langley Outdoors Academy. So Braden Langley, Jesse Fenley, Jared Giannis with Guns and Gadgets.
Oh, Jared.
Yeah. So
Jared was on fire today, man. I was looking at a video with Jared, and Jared was letting some bombs go.
Should be.
Oh yeah. I'm not complaining. I was like, what? Yeah. Jared was mad.
I'll have to go back and watch that.
Yeah, so, I don't blame him. It's about the ghost gun and all that nonsense that came out today.
For sure. Yep. So yeah, and then Ian Scotto, who does the Battle Line podcast, so he'll be there. So
Ian, I think I did the podcast with Ian.
Yeah, he spoke real highly of you. Tonto did too, so you got a reputation to hold. I don't know.
I've met Tonto. I've met Tonto before. I had dinner with him one time.
Lola asked me to let anybody know who's listening who doesn't know who Tonto is. Chris Peranto is
an American hero. That's what.
I know him specifically from writing the 13 Hours book, the story Benghazi. He was one of the guys on the ground fighting.
It was Tonto. It was Tig. Who was it? Tonto, Tig, and
Jerome.
If you watch the movie 13 Hours, Tonto is played by the guy who wears shorts all the time.
Yeah.
He goes into battle wearing shorts.
Yeah, isn't
flip-flop.
Yeah, isn't Tig? Hold on, let me see if I could pull that up. Yeah, let me pull up 13 Hours.
By the way, very good movie. Anybody out there?
We're trying to get Tonto on the podcast, but we actually have had Tig on the podcast a few times.
That's cool.
So we're working on Tonto. He's usually busy running around. So.
He's a very busy man.
Yeah. I'm glad you guys are pinning him down. So yeah, basically Benghazi, right, Walter? For the people.
Beyond that, I mean, he's known for military service and other things, but that was his big. And then sticking it to Clinton as best, because obviously Clinton tried to cover all of it up, and he was one of the men that did their best to tell their story and say no, that what she's putting out in the media is BS, and we have the real story because we were on the ground.
Yeah, I mean, they truly left those guys to die.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, let me see. What was that?
Including the ambassador.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They left
But see, the ambassador knew about the whole arms to the bad guys in Syria, so they had to let him die.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's
because the day before he met with the people that were questioning the whole thing. I think the Turks and stuff, and then next day he's dead.
Yeah, all of a sudden these guys are getting crept up on. If you guys have to watch that, it's a good movie. Let me see. I'll put the IMDb thing up here. John Krasinski. Yeah. He played Jack Silva. Pablo Schreiber played Chris Paronto. James Badge Dale played Tyrone Woods. And David Denman played Dave Boone Benton. And Dominic from Musa played John Tegan. There you go, and it goes on. So it was actually a pretty good movie if you guys want to watch that. And it's some real stuff that went down. Yeah. And those guys are messed up, believe it or not. I mean,
I'm sure they are.
Yeah, Tonto and Tig, they're really nice guys and real cool to be around. But remember, like, they left these guys in a burning building and all that, So they have like some serious damage from all that stuff.
Yeah, and then our government, not only that, but then our government came back and stripped all their clearances and everything too. So they got screwed on that end of it too, Yeah. So I mean, they got screwed all the way around.
Yeah, go ahead, Walt.
You got to remember there was a whole bunch of other people there too that were working inside that place that all got shuffled out, and you haven't heard a word from any of them. Not a single word from a single person.
Those CIA individuals are still clearanced.
Yeah, but there were regular. Well, yeah, that was a CIA safe house thing there. That was what that was. But yeah, so.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy to watch. So yeah, go ahead. I think so. That's the background of who Tonto is. For people who don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Armament and Axis says, just remember, if Tonto doesn't like you, keep your hat away from him. I don't know what that.
I don't know the story of that one.
Yeah.
I haven't seen. If that's something from 13 Hours, I haven't seen it in a while. So.
Right. Yeah. You'll have to clue us in on that one. Okay, go ahead. Yeah. So, what did you guys have other questions or?
I just think it's cool. That's cool that you guys pinned him down to teach classes. And I may have to come out and join in one of them. That'd be very.
We got the first one is the med class, so he's got his med guy. We've got him scheduled for May, I think 21st and 22nd is the date. So there'll be all sorts of classes, but Hank, I'll fill you in a little bit. I know we've talked a little, so we talked on the phone a little bit. So before the copper ticket thing, the Guns Out TV guys saw our YouTube video about the compound that's what we're calling the modular shoot house. It looks like a war zone, and so we had set.
I was just going to ask, where can I find that?
Yeah, it's on YouTube under Fort Scott Munitions. It's one of it's earlier on. I think it's like new training facilities. Hang on, I might be able to pull that up.
I'll find it.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so we had set up for them to come out a day early and get some real cool footage of going through things. Well, Adam LaRoche is local to us, and he's a former MLB player. For those who don't know, he's done very well, and he does a lot to fight human trafficking also. So he's got some really cool connections with kind of special op guys, and it kind of developed into this ordeal to where he's kind of taking the lead on the training the day or two before. So we have. It's going to get crazy, but it'll be fun. So there'll be some
so there's going to be some shoot house shenanigans going on with, is this airsoft or paintball?
It'll be airsoft.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is crazy cool.
Yeah.
It's a massive compound, and it does look like a war zone.
Right. So
for anybody that's listening or watching and wants to go see it, go to Fort Scott Munitions. Look for the video called Coming Spring 2022. It's got all like the aerial footage of the shoot house, and it's freaking cool.
Let me see. I'm trying to. Okay, here we go. Let me see if I can get it loaded up. By the way, Fort Scott Munitions is where I went out to, and I shot like, I don't know, what was it, 60 pounds? Yeah, 50 pounds, I think, of tannerite, and woke up the whole neighborhood.
Yes, you still have car parts and all the trees around it for that.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Here we go. Here's that video, zooming into the compound here.
So
you can talk us through this.
One.
Oh, this is not it?
No, that's actually a different one. This is more of an overview of everything. This one isn't quite as impressive because this is more like a bullet point thing running down. You can see some of the compound here, but if you go to here, let me.
Yeah, this looks like it would be fun. I mean, yeah.
New training facility underway. That's a minute long.
Oh, is it? Which? Yeah, tell me the title and I'll open it. Yeah, and I'll open it up. I mean, this looks good. I like what I'm seeing here.
Like, yeah, it looks good. We've had to send that out for some. Sorry. Let me get that video pulled up there.
Like, look at this. So you could.
Yes, new training facility underway.
Yeah, this is the new modular. Sorry. This is the modular part of it in here, right? So.
Yes.
So what was this warehouse again?
Yeah, so it was used to be like an old metal recycling plant that was burned down. So there was an actual fire and some things like that, and then some of it's been salvaged, and it was basically a rundown facility that we're repurposing for the training and stuff. So there's actually a drive we can set up.
Okay.
You can drive through, like, I don't know if it shows it very well, but there's basically an entry and an exit gate, so you can set up ambushes and kind of practice some scenarios like that real well. But yeah, there's some cool stuff going on. So we had the Royals down for like Adam hosted like a team leadership building where we had some SEALs running through, and that's where he incorporated some of the rappelling and things that we'd done off the silos. And he put them through like a night thing. He had dumpsters blowing up and everything. So
it sounds like fun.
He had pyros. Yeah, it'll be a good time.
I think the whole Who Moved My Freedom podcast needs to be invited down there, Walter. Patrick, what do you guys say?
Oh, I'm gonna put this out there. Who in this four here have rappelled before?
I have rappelled down like mountains, and I did not like it.
Sitting back into your harness is the worst feeling on the planet, but once you start going, it feels so much fun.
After you do it, I did it like off a 40-foot tower. So once you get, first time was 10 foot.
What happened here? Oh, did we freeze up?
Natural.
Yeah.
You do it over and over and over.
Yeah, we froze up a little bit there. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but I think we're all here. Yeah.
That first second of sitting back down in the harness is just all your
scary.
Body is yelling, "Don't do it!"
Yeah.
And then it's God.
Yeah.
By the end of it, you're just running down the rappel. It's so much fun.
Yeah, the pucker factor is high. It's very high. Not necessarily my favorite thing to do. I've done shoot house stuff as well in the past with paintball. So yeah, I know how that could go. So.
Yeah, the cool thing is, like, especially we're talking to like some SWAT teams and stuff local, or even like the local PDs and things. And the cool thing is with that modular layout, if they start seeing a certain type of floor plan, typically we can knock that out for them real quick and say, hey, here's what it looks like. Go, have your day. Same thing for basically anything really. But we've also been doing for church security. That's getting to be a big thing. I know our church has come in, and we've kind of set up. Like the lobby, main entry areas, and we'll be phasing in cameras over the top too, so that you can. That'll be part of the package, the facility package. You get access to the footage of it, but then also we have access to personnel who can critique it for them too. So that's kind of some add-on stuff and features that we'll be able to add to that. So I'm really excited about some of those.
Yeah, it sounds pretty cool. Lola says that the compound. She put a link in the chat. So people who want to check that out. But I think it'll be cool to get these dudes that I do this
With Arms List, you can shop the extensive list of local and nationwide firearms classified, now with more confidence because of their built-in firewall. For only $6.99 a month for personal use, or $30 a month for business vendors. So when you're in the market, please consider Arms List. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Arms List.
All right, Okay, so we're back. Sorry about that. I'm having too much fun. Missed that thing. I think the dudes on this podcast need to get an opportunity to shoot some airsoft at each other.
And we can make that happen.
Yeah, get some frustrations out.
We can definitely make that happen. We'll be glad to. That'll be a great time.
Yeah.
The course, we've pretty much filled that up for this copper ticket thing. Tom's had a limit on that. We had a pretty hard time keeping it to the limit already. But if they want to come out and hang out on this, like in addition to you coming out, that'd work. Or else we'll bring them out and set up a whole nother event for them. And we can definitely make it happen.
I'm playing that video right now. I think this is probably the one that you were looking for. Yeah. Yeah. We'll probably do it at a different time because I don't think anyone's had a chance to prep for this particular situation. But yeah, that looks cool, man. That looks like a lot of fun. That looks like a lot of fun you guys are having there. I'll try to get some stuff. Now, remember, I'm going to do some training, and I'm going out there by myself. So, are you guys going to have camera people out there?
Yeah, we'll have, some of the guys are bringing their own. So, like, Guns Out TV are bringing theirs. We have, for the copper ticket, or for the Battle Line course, we'll have our cameraman. He's actually the connection for the night before, like the event before with Adam. He's involved in the planning, so we're probably going to lose him. We're working on our backup cameraman and stuff like that.
Okay.
We'll have. Yeah. There'll be other camera personnel there that'll be sharing. They've offered to share the footage and stuff like that already.
Yeah, so I'll try to get some kind of footage for you guys.
That'd be awesome. Thank you.
Typically, when you go to stuff like this and you're training, the training is more important than getting the cool footage out there. But you still want to show it off. So, did you guys have any questions, Walter, Patrick, the folks out there? Any questions for Ryan?
Awesome. Very jealous. It sounds very cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll make we'll make some plans so we can go out there. Maybe we could figure out a way to do the podcast from out there. And we could be out there getting up to some stuff. Well, shit,
That'd be fun.
Fire.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to see these guys get into some there's some frustrations we'll be taking out there.
I have a tendency not to take any survivors, so.
Okay. Yeah, double taps for everybody. Double and triple taps for everyone. Lola wants to know if this range is going to be open to the public. So can people pay and come up there and use the facilities?
We're working through that part of it yet. Primarily through the access will be at this point will be like primarily through courses, like through Battle Lines courses, and through various other personnel that come in and offer courses there. We've got some others in the works too. We're not quite to the point where we're ready to open it up to the public yet.
Okay. Good thing. Let's see. Skivvy Waver says, hey, he got the chat to work. Congratulations, Skivvy. On that, I know, we're doing this thing on Utreon. I don't know if you guys over at Fort Scott know about Utreon, but we can go live. We can I could hold a gun like this. If we were on YouTube, we'll be getting canceled for doing this.
Oh, we go black.
Yeah.
And that ain't a good black either.
Yeah,
It's a bad black.
Not the delicious chocolate of Hank Strange. The actual blackout black. So
yeah, it happened once.
It happened a few times. Yeah, absolutely. So if you guys don't know about Utreon, you should get up on Utreon. It's pretty cool. They'll pull all your stuff over from YouTube, and you can go live on there. We had the CEO in the chat before you came on here. Wow. So let me get a comment in here. Oh, Lola says use code HANK10 for 10% off of Fort Scott Munitions. Boom, there you go.
Oh, I have a question. Speaking of ammunition,
have
are things starting to settle a bit?
Good question.
They were, and then kind of not right now. And
then Mr. PoopyPants.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we were on the cusp of starting to see a little bit of so for me the indication is 6.5 Creedmoor, and we could not get several of those components in. And they're just starting to come in, and then they were gone like before I could blink, and we still can't get the components again now.
So what ammunition are you guys making? I know Lola said you did want to talk about ammunition. I don't know whether or not you could talk about these questions, but I think a lot of people want to know what's going on with ammo, and you guys make a lot of ammo.
Yeah, so 9mm we've been able to keep in pretty consistently. Like even that is more keeping up with demand than actual supplies, you know?
Okay.
So the supplies for 9 have been really good. 223 has been pretty good. 556 also not quite as good as 223. 308 we've actually made some good connections and got some good supplies there. But recently we've been able to add a little more. We've got 762 by 39. We've just were able to add 380 back on the website. Yeah, that was a big one. I was surprised.
Well, that was a big thing that everyone was missing, right? In the whole, what was the most missed thing? Wasn't it 380? I think so.
On our end, I'd say 6.5 Creedmoor and 300 Blackout. Now handguns maybe, but 300 Blackout is almost as bad as 6.5 Creedmoor.
Really?
Yeah, well, especially subs.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So that let's see, we got 10mm in right now, 45, 40. 40 is actually we've got a good supply of that right now too. So it's still only about half of our selection though. We still can't get, you know what I mean? Like and it's come and go. I mean, we'll drop one and then it'll be gone again, and we're doing our best to keep up with it, but the demand is high.
So I think, like you were saying, is it components to the tough thing, and where are you guys getting those components from? Do they come from outside of the country?
Somewhat. Robbie has those connections, and so somewhat out of the country. We have several from the country though. We make our own projectiles in house, so we're actually working now on boxing and trying to get at least reloaders set up, because that we can supply. You know, like we make our own the TUI projectile. We can manufacture that and get that out pretty well, and keep up with that demand very well. It's more actually, you know, the whole bullets themselves. So.
Yeah,
primers. I mean, from the reloading market, primers are still non-existent. Everybody's keeping them in house right now.
Yep. Powders for some of the, like, I know I keep hitting on the 6.5 Creedmoors and the 300 Blackouts. The powders are really rough for us. That's where we're having a hard time with some of them.
Yeah. You guys were selling reloading equipment, right? I think.
We're not at the moment. We're really trying to ramp back into that, especially now that we're on the cusp of dropping our projectiles. And we've reboxed them all so they're more efficient. Like the old boxes were huge, took up a ton of space. They took a ton of time for us to load, so we're cutting down all that on the boxing just to get it out to people. It'll still look, I think our presentation is top notch, so I'm proud of that, but it'll still look really good, but we've refined that quite a bit.
Okay. Walter, did you have any follow-up stuff on the ammunition?
That was way more than I expected.
Let's see. I think Lola is saying what components are the most in short supply, I guess is what and then she wants you to explain TUI and copper spun technology.
Okay. So the components that are in shortest supply right now are powders and brass, or casings. So, and again, mainly for the 300 Blackout and 6.5 Creedmoor. The TUI is so, you know how the self-defense and hunting market right now is kind of dominated by hollow points and stuff, and our owner Ryan has taken a whole different approach and has patented a bullet design that TUI, which TUI stands for tumble upon impact. So basically what you end up with is, instead of a projectile expanding and getting a little larger diameter than the caliber you're shooting, you end up with the projectile tumbling end over end and just mauling through. It's, as far as an ethical kill, especially in the hunting, and then delivering, you know, an impact to an adversary, it's unmatched.
Okay.
So it's pretty exciting, really.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I've seen you guys post stuff like taking down a black bear with 380.
Yeah,
I've seen that too, which is wild.
Yeah,
it is. I have until I became familiar. So like I said, I'm newer to Fort Scott Munitions, so I was a customer before I was an employee, and I got sold on it because I actually had a buddy who, I'm not gonna throw anyone under the bus here, but I know someone who had a negligent discharge in their house with a 380, and it didn't make it through the couch cushion. Like, it got stuck in the couch cushion. I was like people shouldn't be carrying this. Like, that's for self-defense, that's not a viable option. But then I saw the 380 and the tumble on impact, and if you pull the projectile and have the length of the casing tumbling end over end, you're not worried about the diameter anymore. And that the the terminal ballistics that we're able to deliver, they're just impressive. You know, we're getting good penetration. I mean, our ballistics gel compared to, I mean, that's what we send out to distributors. We send out a ballistics gel with our TUI ammo in it, our tumble upon impact, and right next to it, a top competitor of a hollow point. And you can see the difference for yourself in gelatin and make that, you know? So
I imagine that's a fun job to have. Creating the gel samples to sit out with people.
Right.
It's a rough life.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And that's like a whole secret thing, right? I don't think you guys have shown anyone how this stuff is made. I know I've definitely not seen it.
No, we keep that. We don't let anyone. I had some arrangements in the works, and I wasn't able to come in and see how it worked until I was actually employed. Like the processes and all that are pretty. We keep that pretty Loctite.
Yeah.
But
I've tried. Trust me, I've tried, people. I've tried over there. Ryan won't even let me see it. You know, I've tried. I was like, hey, I'll just look at it. I'm not gonna record anything.
And I tell you what, Hank don't know what the hell he's looking at anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, what difference is it even gonna make? They're like, nope, no, you can't see it.
It makes you feel better. I just see bullets. That's all.
Well, there's some. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say there's like a weird kind of canter to the round. So I've got some 45 here. Let me see. Take a look at it. No, this doesn't really have it. You can't see. You need something. Let's try some 9, because there's a kind of little canter to it, right? Go ahead. Oh, GOA.
Yeah. Proud of that one. But as far as the projectile itself, that's the 9. And it looks so. The issue we run into is people conflate it with the FMJ, because it appears at a first glance, at a passing glance, it appears similar to a full metal jacket, and it is vastly different.
Right. No,
So-
I mean, and if you don't realize, let me see, where's the camera? I don't even know if this camera is going to really see that properly. But yeah, it's got this weird kind of like canter to it, and that's copper. That's like solid copper up there, and that's going to move around inside of you.
It tumbles end over end. So here's the crazy thing so here's a 45. Is that what you're trying to show, Hank?
Yeah.
So for example, on 300 Blackout, especially the subs, you know, the 190 grains, the projectile is as long as a casing. So if you imagine that length of a projectile tumbling end over end in a target, that's going to dump some energy and have an impact on there.
Yeah, so let's see here. I've got a 308 here. Is this rare? There we go.
Yeah. Can you hook me up with one of those?
Yeah, I got my 308 from the 3rd grade. No, let me see. Come on. If I can get this to...
Rare, I can tell you that.
Yeah, I can't get it to focus at all here. Let's see if we can...
I actually got some here too.
Let's see if we can get that. Yeah, it's difficult to see it, but, you know, it's got kind of a weird canter in it. So, there you go. You're up there. Yeah, hold on. What's this?
Is that?
Yeah, and you guys have videos up. Yeah, there you go.
So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You guys have videos up of this, because I know Lola is sending me some videos, which I'll pull up a video here in a second. Miss Lola.
Gage has been posting some of our. We recently did we got a high-speed camera because we were challenged on the fact that it actually tumbles end over end. So we got a high-speed camera and slowed it down enough to where you can see it tumbling end over end in gelatin. So that was a pretty cool deal for us to be able to prove that. And
yeah. We okay. I'm trying to get that video to load up here, so this may take a minute. Yeah. So people were calling you out on it, and you guys are, you know. I'm sure you welcome. I'm sure you're welcoming people to get out there and test it, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm new to hunting. I didn't grow up around it and stuff, so I'm getting introduced to it a little bit. I've gone a couple years now, but my 308 was down the first year I went, so I ended up having to take my 5.56. And being a newbie to hunting, I was kind of nervous about it, but I got a heart shot, and the tumble. I'll text you the video of it. It is, it's crazy, but it blew the whole back of the heart out, you know. And so.
Yeah, hold on. I've got some video here that I'm setting up. Hold on, let me let me see if I think I can load this up here and play this for you guys. Okay, let's play this. I mean, that's what that impact is doing right there to that gel. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a massive cavity that thing is making. That will do a lot of damage to your organs.
Yeah.
You know, of anything in there. Oh, what is this you guys are going after? I think some coyotes?
Coyotes?
Yeah.
Coyotes,
So
yeah.
Yeah, that one was a pretty cool video Gage put together for us.
Yeah, yeah. By the way, I think I can hook you up with some 308, man. You know, if I leave there with a Daniel defense, I got a box. I got
that sounds like a good trade to me.
Yeah, I got a box 308 for you, bro. Yeah. Any questions on the ammo from anyone else out there? DCG 44s wants to know how hot is the 10 millimeter.
Oh, that's a good one. So, I believe we got in gelatin. We were just talking about that today. I think we got 30 inches of penetration on that one. Let me pull up the. Again, that might be more. The ballistician will be able to give you those numbers right off the top of his head.
Oh, okay.
But
and
let me see here.
Armament and Axis is saying copper spun is like turning it on the lathe ? And someone said copper is not cheap.
No, it's not.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you take that into account, especially still with our, I mean, we're priced competitively for self-defense rounds, and for having a solid copper projectile, I think we're very competitively priced. You know.
Okay.
So the other cool thing is our range itself. We have cattle down. You know.
Yeah. So this video that you sent here, what is this in?
That was a 5.56. That video that I texted you.
Okay, inside of a what? Like a deer or something?
Okay. Deer, yeah.
So this is gonna be This is gonna be of a little bit of a graphic.
Gore warning.
Yeah, gore
Yes.
warning, graphic nature here. Let's see, but I'll throw it up here for you guys.
Woo!
So
it's starting to tumble there on the entry, but that's the exit of.
Oh, that's right across the top of the heart, isn't it?
yeah. So that has really, yeah. Wow, that really blows up.
The deer dropped very quickly.
Yeah, that really blows up inside. So.
Yeah. I felt a lot better about hunting with a 5.56 after experiencing that.
Yeah. So yeah, man, that's serious right there.
If it's good enough to drop a deer, then it might work on two-leg predators as well.
Yep. I think that's the intention. I think that's the intention, right? You don't want to have to look. It's just like what happened with Tonto and Tig and everyone else. You know, when I spoke to Tig was like, "Man, I was aiming. I was taking my time. One shot, one kill."
Yep. And so that's what prompted the design of this. Really, Ryan was really adamant that you kept hearing those reports, you know, of our guys taking shots at people and the inconsistent performance that you were having out of 5.56. You know, one guy would drop right away, the next guy doesn't, you know, keeps running, whatever. So we've taken a lot of pride and they've gone through a lot of R&D to really tune this in and get reliability. This is, the tumble is as reliable as gravity. I mean, that's really what it's coming down to, you know?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, people might see us using Fort Scott munitions on the range. You know, people might see us using it like range ammo. It's not really range ammo, but you guys do have range ammo. You do have.
We do occasionally.
5 is known for punching 22 caliber holes straight through people. I have heard lots of reports of that being a thing.
Right. Yeah. And so that's what we were trying to resolve, because the great thing is the barrier blindness of that is fantastic. So I've been fortunate to be a part of like some SWAT demos where we've had snipers shooting 308 into windshields and then into gelatin. And across the board, you'd be surprised how frequent it is for hollow points to not open up and expand. I couldn't believe it until I got to see that. So, but the two things that really stood out to me is one, punching through glass and you still get the tumble consistently every time. So you're still getting terminal ballistic performance after going through barrier blindness, and then the deflection is also less because you have a solid copper projectile going through. They had half the holdover that they had with their department ammo, so that was a cool thing to see. You have less holdovers going through barriers. You know, you got to account for the deflection in the windshield, all that stuff. So
we wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of a DAO, or decentralized autonomous organization like TUSC Crypto. TUSC cryptocurrency is a firearm-friendly e-commerce option for online payment transactions, secured on the blockchain. So when you're in the crypto market, please consider TUSC, TUSC. All right, so finish your thought there, Ryan, and then we're gonna show some Gorn. Walter's ready for Gorn here. So what were you saying? Is I was
just saying that. Yeah, am I still? Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
You're there. Uh-huh.
So yeah, after going through vehicles, things like that SWAT teams are looking to go through and still get listed performance, we were getting consistent results. Whereas their department duty ammo, the hull points they were carrying wasn't always achieving that. It was sometimes, but not always.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Very cool. So yeah, we're gonna probably switch over a little bit to Gorn here. I don't know if if the folks out there want to make demands of ammo that you want Fort Scott Munitions to make, go ahead and hit us with it. I would like to see you guys make 5.7. For my own selfish
You share
reason.
that. Ryan actually is very. You and Ryan both. You won't have a hard time selling him on that. He's actually been trying to, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, well, they took the patent off, right? So, but you just have to adapt that for tumble on impact, right?
Right, we do. So one that's in the works right now, I don't want to speak to it too soon because it's still under R&D, but we just finally got the 3030 to tumble. So we're still fine-tuning that. So that one might not be too far down the road. 30-06 is actually one that's on the horizon, potentially getting ready to drop some. But these are all things that are not out yet, so I don't want to, get people excited for stuff that we
don't start harassing these guys. Right now they got to make ammo and sell ammo.
Yeah.
They got to make the money. I saw Walter perked up though.
30-06 because both of us we got some rifles to shoot.
Yeah, go ahead, Walt.
What I've noticed shooting the Fort Scott stuff at your place, shooting steel with it, is typically when you shoot regular jacketed lead core bullets against steel, it just pop, they break up. When you hit that steel with that Fort Scott, you find the slug on the ground. Boom.
Oh yeah.
They don't break up.
I actually have
a
box in my trunk. Every time I go to the range at Hank's place, I go searching along the front.
Yeah, there's copper all over the place.
I'm not even kidding. I grab the copper of whatever we
copper flowers.
No, I have a plan for it. I think a solid copper AR-15 lower.
Oh, I knew it. You were gonna. Yeah, you're making a lower. Yeah.
So I might melt the old copper down and make a lower out of it. We'll see.
How much copper do you need to make a lower?
I don't know.
That's a good
probably
question.
A lot.
Yeah. I got it already at my shop. Not from Fort Scott, but
yeah, Walter's been building up a bunch of copper, right?
When you shoot 50 cal in the trap, the bullets are all jacketed with copper, and I got a couple solid buckets full of copper. So. Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, we're gonna. I think copper lowers for everybody. Yeah.
Have to work on that next.
Yeah, copper lowers for everyone. All right, listen, let's get into some guns. Ryan, if you've got any guns there you want to show off, you can feel free to grab them right now. Walter has got some here that he's ready. Go for it, Walt. It's all you. What you got?
I'm gonna let the hate flow strong. This is a welded
Mantle 545.
Is it 5?
So basically, when I built this was a homemade receiver that I bent up, and this is actually usually a Tantal has a folding stock, but in my opinion, the folding stock in a Tantal is abominable.
That folding stock is terrible. It's awful.
So I had a nice Romanian laminated stock that I polished up nice and put some oil on it, and it makes a really nice shooting 5.45 gun.
Yeah, I like the grips. I like the grips on that too, man. That's nice.
Little Bakelite action here, Bakelite action in the front, and for the final, if we're gonna get high on Bakelite.
Oh no!
Oh wow!
Yeah, what? Why can't we have?
That's an East German.
Yeah,
so.
Why come we can't have Bakelite anymore, man? What is the deal with that?
Well, you can have it.
All
You just gotta pay for
right
it.
now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's expensive. Is Bakelite not environmentally friendly to make? Is that what's going on?
No,
modern
coming from
plastics
Eastern Europe. That's why.
Oh, okay. Huh. Huh.
That was a measly. The black mag was a measly Circle 10 Bulgarian mag. That's all.
Okay. Circle 10. Okay, cool.
That's still good stuff. That's still the good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah,
for
you
all the
can't
mag
hate on
hounds out there.
that. Yeah. Okay. All right. Patrick, do you want to show off something?
I just had the Python. I got
go.
the old snake gun sitting in front of me. Hold on.
Yeah. That you did some good rehab work on it. That looks beautiful.
Hey, make sure that magazine's clear.
Yeah.
Is it? Can you guys tell? Is it clear? Is it clear?
Oh boy. Okay, so yeah, let's see. Did you want to go next, Ryan? What you got over there?
Sure. I didn't come prepared, so I just pulled something out of my backpack here. So I would have brought my gamer fence if you'd have told me that, but I just got a little truck gun, whatever. So
all right.
It's Franken build if you've ever seen one. So I think I got a ballistic advantage barrel in it, some stuff like that. So
okay, cool. What's on your optic there? Oh, okay. What is that?
Yeah, it's a seal. So I'm playing with this a little bit. I'm not sure about it yet. But the idea is if I can do this without.
Oh, haven't I seen this at SHOT Show or someplace?
Maybe. The idea is it's like an open sight hybrid between an open sight and a red dot type thing.
Yeah. I think I've seen that at SHOT Show.
There's a learning curve. So like new shooters have a learning curve to it. It's not something that's just they pick up on right away. I noticed it fogs. So like if you bring it in from the cold into a house, like it'll fog all the way over, things like that. But other than that, it's kind of a cool concept. But yeah, just kind of playing with it now. So.
Okay, cool.
We'll see.
So Lola wants me to remind you that I don't know if you know about Walter. He owns Safety Harbor Firearms. So Safety Harbor Firearms makes the 50 BMG upper that goes on an AR-15 lower. So it's one of the things Walter does. Yeah. So
we make a whole bunch of other stocks and pistol braces too for ARs, SIG, CZs, MP5s, Straybogs. Stuff like that too.
We need to have a conversation about getting some of your stuff in the store then.
Oh yeah, these guys have a store down there in Fort Scott, Kansas, and they're always selling stuff out of there too.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So absolutely. So yeah, if you're ever looking for a 50, it's called the SHTF 50.
Yeah.
I have been, so that might have to. I might have to make the plunge.
Yeah. It's robust. It's robust.
It is.
Yeah, you guys need to get into the 50 cal, 50 BMG business.
Getting that thing to tumble would be nasty.
Yeah. So Lola brought out here. I'm gonna show off my gun here for a second. So this is not what's on my hip anymore. This is my Glock 43 right here, which dutifully served on my hip for a long time. Let's see if we can put it up there. Bam. Yeah. Listen, I'm really far away. There we go. Really far away from the camera. So, but I still have it. It's a nice little gun. Served me well. I'm rocking a Walther PPS M2 these days. And here is I don't know. Patrick probably has more Gucci guns than me, but here's a little bit of a Gucci Glock that I have over here right now, with the Faxon barrel in it, threaded, of course, my little Trijicon RMR and my Olight on it. So I don't know if it could be Gucci with an Olight. I don't know, but it works for me. I'm a, I know there's some things people have had issues with Olight, but I haven't had any issues with this particular thing. And look, it's charged right now. It's ready to go. Okay, what do you got there? Oh, lights are going to start popping out now. Here we go. What lights does everyone... Oh, everyone's going to start showing what they carry. I've been carrying... Let me see if this is the same. I've been carrying this Olight for like 6 years. This one right here. What's that? Is that an Olight?
Same thing. It'll focus eventually.
Yeah. So I've been carrying this. They don't even make this anymore, but this is what was this? The H1R Nova that you can clip. I like it because you can just clip it on your clothes like that, and you can turn the light on, and then you can go hands-free and have some light when you're going around doing stuff. So I think they discontinued them, but they make some kind of light like that. So There you go. Okay, Walt, I know you got another gun over there to show off what you got.
Well, I got something that used to be in the strange herd.
Oh boy.
Now it's in the killer herd.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so,
this is the HK clone. The what you call it?
It's a Century Arms gun.
Mm-hmm.
It runs. It works. After I got it from Mr. Strange, I put some proper furniture on it, German furniture.
Nice. Very nice.
It looks good. It looks good.
Yeah.
Is it a machine gun yet? Dare I ask if it has been machine gunized?
It's not a postie, not a post sample. No.
Oh, okay. All right.
All we gotta do is grab a trigger and a hammer, and what is it? You need the trigger pack, the ejector, and spring, and we can.
I mean, I got the whole grip. I have grip assemblies in a box that I bought years ago.
There we go.
It'd be easier for me to weld one up from scratch, actually, as a machine gun. So
yeah. Are you chopping that down? What's the plan on that?
Not that one. Once again,
okay.
Be,
okay. Mm-hmm. What we got was something. Yeah, we froze there for a second. Sorry, Walt. Go ahead.
Now, easier to make it from scratch when you're making a little one like that than to try to take this and hack it up. You know, it's just
okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Yep. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Who else has got something here? Who's going next?
Is it going to be me again? Is it going to have to be me again?
Well, Ryan looks like he has some. You got something, Ryan, or?
I mean, I got a little 45 here. This one's an oddball. Nice. So Hank, I saw your videos on. Didn't you? This is a polymer lower, right? You did one on the. Which one was the one you did again?
Oh, that is the
ATX.
The ATI, yeah, ATX, yeah.
So this one's a little different. This was the EAA. European American Armory is the Witness 1911.
When did that one come out?
It's been out for a few years. I think I've had this for probably 3-4 years at least.
Okay.
So,
yeah. Okay, Patrick is going to get guns now. He's going to get guns. Something's... Oh! Here we go.
Since y'all blaspheming with your plastic guns over there.
Okay.
Blaspheming with plastic guns. Here's a real 1911 made out of steel.
This he could not handle that. He had to
Colt
go
Series
get
70. This is from like 1972, I think. It's a Colt Series 70.
Oh, 72. That's my year. That's my year.
And it works very well.
Okay. Very nice. Very nice. How is that polymer 1911 working for you?
So I like it now. It wasn't. I wouldn't say out of the box it was great. It had. I had to kind of tune it for me to work because they sent it to me. I can't speak very highly to the out of the box quality because the feed ramps or the feed lip was kind of. I mean, it was divoted and stuff, and I sent it back at one point and I didn't even catch it. They're like, well, I don't know what's going on. I sent it back. I'm like, and I took a picture, sent the picture of it too. I was like, this is what needs fixed. So, I like. I mean, I'm most confident at the moment with a 1911. So I like carrying it in a polymer frame. So makes it reasonable to carry. You know, like carrying a steel one around is kind of uncomfortable. So
okay,
that's what does it for me.
Right,
yes.
Understood.
So,
okay, very cool.
Same way.
Yeah, Walter.
All right.
What you got?
Right.
Okay, let's see.
You seen the hood rats running around with the Draco stuck in their pants, their waistband. You seen those videos?
I don't know what kind of running around you're supposed to do with a Draco in your pants. I mean, listen, some of us run around with a Draco in our pants metaphorically all the time, but I don't know.
Yeah, well, and other people just wish they had. Yeah, so.
Right.
Now, there's some videos on the YouTubes of this guy walking around and his pants are falling down, and in his pants is a.
Yeah, but was it a Draco that he had?
Some kind of co.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was.
No. That is a very popular gun with rappers. I know that. This
one I had before it was. I bought this before it was the in thing to have.
So what's the Draco all about then? Tell us. As a purist, Okay.
Well, I mean, AK pistol is, but they make the ones that's like this now, the little bitty itty bitty little Draco or micro Draco or whatever the heck.
Mini Draco, right?
Mini Draco.
Mini,
yeah. I mean, you've got guys that have made them where their barrels are where my hand is. That's short, or even shorter. But it's just it's a fireball creator. That's all it is. But they're fun to shoot. They're just goofing off. I mean, I wouldn't run Fort Scott munitions through it. It's kind of a waste of perfectly good ammo. But we're not talking about any ballistic coefficients and proper aiming and all that kind of stuff.
Not even if you're using like Fort Scott munitions. Is that what you're saying? I mean, I think it would help. Oh, we froze again. What is going on? I don't even. There we go. We got them. You guys there? There you go. All right.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Froze up for a minute.
I wouldn't put the good stuff through it. I'd put the the run-of-the-mill steel case garbage through it. But no, they're fun to shoot. They're fun to play with. I mean, I was playing with these back in the day when you couldn't have them. Back during the ban.
Yeah, I'm trying to find some Draco lyrics for you so I can.
Sure there are. I'm sure there are.
Yeah. So
I'm sure there is.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a couple of.
I got some evil on my table today.
What do you got?
Uh-oh.
What?
This is hot off the presses from Joe Biden today. Very, very scary. This is a ghost gun. It will spook you. It will spook you all up.
It will steal your soul.
It will
what would
steal
be
your soul.
A fun experiment with that? You take a whole handful of those and you throw them amongst some of the ghost gun users out there in the neighborhoods, and watch how long nobody knows what.
Well, someone was saying it somewhere here in the chat that
for anybody watching that doesn't know, this is a P320 mummed kit from JSD Supply. So.
Yeah, shout out to JSD Supply. Kirkwood said, "How dishonest was it of Biden to say that an average guy can build a ghost gun with a hand drill in 30 minutes?"
He also called it the AFT again. If anybody, I watched the.
That's who they are now.
Again,
I'm not
the AFT before he mispronounced the guy's name again.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
I think someone needs to do like a meme with him with like Ghost Depends.
God,
he could have used some depends from what I hear. Yeah, go ahead, Patrick.
The title, I guess we should finally bring it fully around to the title of the episode. If anybody wants to go vote, you can go to youtube.com/babyfaceP.
Oh, let me see. I gotta bring this up. Okay.
youtube.com/babyfaceP/community. We've had 192 votes so far.
I went and voted. I voted.
There is one thing out of all these four that is the most scary, dangerous thing on the planet. Let's see if Hank can bring up
I'm trying to bring up the voting thing that you did here. Come on.
I had a community vote on my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
What's the most dangerous thing?
Okay, so read it out for us while it's loading. But
the first one, obviously, a fully semi-auto ghost gun, very spooky. You got to be careful of those. The second one was a 30 caliber clip, in half a second. Because there's that guy in California that said it can shoot a 30 caliber clip in half a second.
Right.
The last one, let's skip the number one choice. The last one is a barrel shroud, because everybody knows that those evil barrel shrouds, they get you. But the most popular vote right now is a president who shits himself at the Vatican.
Yeah, a president who poopy pants at the Vatican.
At the Vatican.
So is that true? Is that fake news? What is the deal with this?
The story is supposedly true that he had a accident at the Vatican and was stuck in the bathroom for 2 hours. That's what the internet has said is true, and God knows if it is or not, but that was my poll for the day. We got 200 people voting. 85% said they don't like a president who poops himself. So.
Yeah, I could easily agree that was probably true. So has anyone...
You like to be the Secret Service agent to help in that?
Oh my God.
Could you imagine? You have to radio that in and be
somebody had to change
Where's
the
this in the job description?
Someone had to change the diaper.
Right,
exactly.
And I quit.
Yeah.
And you can't leave that stuff around. They don't leave any presidential poop anywhere they go. Because,
I mean, that's DNA. We might be able to...
they also don't want you to... No, they don't want you to take that DNA, that poop.
That's poopus, not POTUS. Poopus.
And see what drugs he's on.
Oh, that's true. Oh God, do they collect that?
Wow. Forget about the DNA. They've already got his DNA. They don't want to know what drugs he's taking. That's the president.
Some people do want to know what drugs he's taking.
Presidents never, from what I understand, presidents never poop in the public system.
So you're saying that the Secret Service has to capture the poop?
Bucket.
Yeah.
They have a bucket they follow him around with. A bucket with one like.
They redact the poop of any president. The poop has been redacted.
Bucket that you sit on.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard once.
I'm going to have some questions for some people I know.
The Who Moved My Freedom podcast is made possible by our partners at 2A Commerce. Veteran-owned and with over 20 years' experience, 2A Commerce is the leader in custom e-commerce and web application development in the shooting sports industry. Clients include major brands such as Guard Dog Body Armor, Sylvan Arms, AccuFire Technologies, The Tactical Games, Warrior Knife Company, and yours truly, Hank Strange. Visit 2A Commerce and support this show by supporting them. Once again, visit the number 2acommerce.com. Yeah,
there's an article on the Daily Caller about the team called, quote, ToilSec, Toilet Security, who follows the president around.
Is this real?
Sure that it doesn't get,
I don't want that detail.
Doesn't get into the wrong hands.
Is
absolutely real. I cannot believe that. Could you imagine being that?
If I work that, I'll be leaking poop like you wouldn't believe. I'll be putting poop. I'll be putting poop out in the world.
I would not tell a falsehood like that if it wasn't true.
So there's so that's confirmed, Patrick. You're saying.
The article from the Daily Caller says that there is a group that does that. It's just the first thing that came up.
That is a dirty job right there. That's a dirty job. Right.
Secret Service, that's your job.
Yeah, Ryan, you're good on time, right? I don't know whether or not. I know you weren't. Okay. Yes.
We only have 13 minutes left, so.
Yeah. So check this out. So look, PoopyPants is trending. Why PoopyPants Biden memes trended after POTUS meeting with Pope Francis? Yes, it's a thing, people. PoopyPants was actually trending. Okay, hold on. Let's see. I'll go back to it here.
This is from like a year ago, sadly.
Oh. U.S. President Joe Biden had met Pope Francis amidst the G20 summit in Rome and sparked off rumors of a bathroom accident which led to PoopyPants Biden trending. U.S. President Joe Biden is currently trending on social media for all the wrong reasons. President Biden, the only second Catholic president in U.S. history, met Pope Francis on October 29th. So this was back. Biden was in Rome to attend G20 summit, which was from October 30th to 31st. He and his wife, First Lady Joe Biden, were greeted by Monsignor Leonard Sapienza, who runs the papal household, as well as gentlemen of His Holiness. After the POTUS official visit to the Vatican, word got out that the meeting was unexpectedly long because he had a bathroom, quote-unquote, bathroom incident. So how exactly did the hashtag PoopyPantsBiden start trending? The tweet apparently set off the rumor mill spinning, was by Amy Tarkanian, former Nevada Republican Party chairwoman and wife of Republican attorney Danny Tarkanian. So, oh yeah, that's how the whole PoopyPants thing got kicked off. So
just remember, Joe, don't wear your white pants.
Oh, God. So everyone, that's the reason why there's PoopyPants on the.
All right, I got a question for you. Who was the first Catholic president?
That would be Kennedy. What? Kennedy.
Bingo.
Kennedy, yeah.
And
the first Catholic president.
Everybody thought the world was going to end too when that happened too. By the way.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Somehow
the cabal was taking over.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Vatican was going to be running the country. That's what it was.
Yeah. Was that what was put out?
Yeah.
Oh, that was from back then. That was like, the Vatican will be in charge.
Interesting.
Yeah, 42 Chilled said he pooped on the Pope.
No comment. No comment.
Yeah, notice Ryan's not saying anything.
So
stay quiet on that one.
Yeah.
There is the.
Although Ryan might be watching. No, don't worry, he's not watching right now.
I'm officially Catholic, but I have no.
You're Catholic, Walt? You're Catholic? Okay.
The Pope, the current Pope, is a socialist. That's all he is. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, on to happy subjects.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was interesting.
Guns?
Yeah. Yeah, let's see. Did we freeze up again? There we go. Guns. So what do you got now? What you got up there? What are you showing off?
I'm still kind of frozen on my end.
No, you're still good.
You're a little frozen.
Yeah.
Scar 17. Come on.
That looks like a 16.
Clear up.
It does look like
Clear
16.
up. Come on. I'm pixelated.
It's got a long back. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the
I think it's Hank
pixelation.
trying to pixelate us all out.
Oh no!
What are you downloading over there, Hank?
No, I'm not. I don't think I'm downloading anything. I don't know. Who knows? My bandwidth somehow is getting throttled. That's all I could say.
You just got throttled down with 10 minutes to go.
Yeah. There you go. Hopefully
that
we
looks
can make it.
That looks
through
like a
this.
16, Walter.
I think we were talking about PoopyPants Biden too much, and
oh, they caught on. They're coming after us.
Yeah, CIA were like, let's throttle these dudes.
They turned us back into AOL.com from the from the 90s. That's
right. Yeah. But Lola said there may be some problems. There may be some problems going on. Let me see. Is it?
The live is a couple minutes behind, but it's still.
Yeah.
It's still.
Let us know if we're still streaming out there to the people. Man, it's the government. The government is holding us down.
Don't like that PoopyPants word.
There. Let me see. Is this okay? So if we're feeding out to folks out there, let us know. I had to switch over to a totally different device, so I have no idea. We got the guys calling back in. Let's see if we can get. We'll get Walter up there. What's up, Walt? I think that we might be feeding out to people out there. I don't know. I've got to wait to see if we get confirmation that we're feeding out or not. Ryan, here's Ryan. Okay, let's see.
I'm seeing something.
Yeah. Let us know if we're feeding out to people. And here's Patrick. I think we're still feeding out to people.
It really had a poopy connection. That's all it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Back live. Yeah, it looks like it's back live.
Yeah, is it back live? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it looks like it's back.
Oh my goodness gracious! That really.
Your internet took.
Man, you mess around with the president.
Yeah, your internet just
if that special branch of the Secret Service that handles the president's poop finds out about you.
Yeah, they're coming after us.
I got a news flash. You can type in poopy and it goes on the Utreons.
Yeah.
Poopy
you're
works.
sleeping with the fishes. Poopy. Yeah, that goes through. Yeah, it does look like we're feeding through in the same thing. So what's up?
Back up and live. It's back up and working.
If you get a knock on the door, Hank, you might not want to answer that.
Yeah, Ryan, don't believe that we are this terrible every time we do the show. We're actually
it's great.
We're actually worse. We are actually worse than this. I think this is why I've never been able to get Ryan, this CEO Ryan, on the show. Ryan is such a nice guy.
He is. He is, but he is a good. I mean, he's a good standards and stuff. You know what I mean? So,
right.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been good tonight. I've been on my best behavior actually.
This is best behavior. What are you saying, Lola? Oh, yes. So Lola says that before we run out of time here, she wants you to tell the folks about the training facility and all that. Obviously, people can't come out to the, it's the people who won, right? The people who won the golden ticket. So that's already okay.
Yeah. So I can. I probably won't read their last names, but I'll read out. So Anthony, Michael, Ronald, James, and Edward. Those are the 5 winners that won, and. So, are you wanting me to go into the copper ticket training or training in general?
Yeah, I think training in general. If you just let the folks know what's going to be going on, and why you guys are even doing this event. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're building up the training facilities, and Tonto will be, or Chris Tonto will be hosting the classes. So he'll have his regular course of schedule offerings and class offerings. So, carbine, pistol. 2-day. He has entry level, advanced. I know the Battleline guys are talking about doing some special courses and really reaching out to people in the special essentially the handicap. I'm
special needs. Special needs.
Yeah, and really trying to work around people like that because they're not reached very well. So they're trying to take on some cool things like that.
Yeah, that's cool. Everyone needs to be able to defend themselves. So yeah, man, I'm with that.
Yeah. So right now we have the range set up right now is a 30-yard pistol range, and that L's into a 200-yard rifle range. We have the capability to have classes out to 850 yards in our facilities. So we have long range. Battleline probably is. I don't know if they're necessarily big into long range stuff, but like they are starting med classes. The med classes especially will be utilizing the shoot houses and the modular things. Modular training facilities like that. We've got talks or things in the works for, like I said, SWAT teams, police departments, some other agencies that. Yeah, I don't know how much I can say there, but just different agencies coming in. So yeah, we're opening up to basically host and provide the facilities for anyone training and coming in. And we're doing a lot of cool stuff that I'm really excited about. So
no, absolutely. Cool. That is fun stuff, and I look forward to being able to, maybe one of these days we'll have to figure it out. It's tough logistically because we got to get Patrick off, Walter off, myself off, and then we have to figure out how to get out.
Never mind. I'm not going to make a comment.
Yeah, I know. Double entendres there.
Keep it clean.
Yeah, maybe if Fort Scott Munitions has, I don't know if there's a jet or something that could come out and pick us up.
That's what you got to talk to Ryan about. You got to sell him on that one.
The Fort Scott jet shows up and you get in it, and all of a sudden they're flying into Leavenworth Prison.
There actually is. I mean, these guys actually do fly, right? I'm not.
It's. I've gotten to jump on a couple times. That's been a pretty cool perk. It's a whole different. It's something.
Yeah. No, they for reals have jets. You guys think I'm just saying that? They like to fly around, man. They've had some experimental planes and all that kind of stuff too. So those guys like to get around.
So Ryan's dad actually had a. Well, I don't know if he completed it, but he had started a patent on a prop cooled engine. That he had a special design on one, and he couldn't quite make it through the red tape. But they had a working prototype and everything. I've seen it out in the hangar, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it is cool.
Yeah, these guys like to fly, man. They like to get around. So just come pick us up one day. That's all.
I'm working towards getting that kind of pull around here. So give me a minute.
Yeah, come on, Ryan. Get that working. That'll be cool, man. We'll all meet as a certain spot. You guys meet in my house, basically.
Hey, I'll enjoy that as much as you guys will. So yeah.
Yeah, you could just land on the street outside there. We'll just close off the road. You could just land a plane. That would be fun.
That's straight. You could land on that road out by your
it's
house.
pretty straight. Yeah, it's pretty straight.
Sure, you might have to be like a spec ops kind of pilot, but
someone I know has hit 160 miles an hour going down that road. I don't want to incriminate
me. I can tell you that.
I don't want to incriminate anyone.
There's some nice cars there, don't you? I think I might have seen something on that.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. It's it is really like a runway. I don't know why, but it's just a straight runway for what, like 12 miles or something. It's long.
Oh man,
you can do it.
Yeah, you just tear straight down there. Okay, very cool. So I will at some point. I think that's in May that we're doing that.
Yep, May 6th and 7th is the course.
Yeah.
So that's the launch one, and
Yeah. So anyone who wants to hang out with me, if you're in Fort Scott, I don't know, we should have a little bit of time for that, right?
Yeah, we should. And I should give a shout out to the sponsors too. So Dana Defense is sponsoring, Gun Owners of America sponsoring, and then awesome. E3 Firearms Foundation. So those are our sponsors for it. Sorry, Tactical Shit. I didn't.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So their whole group of guys will be there too. So it'll be a good time also. So I haven't met them yet, but Robbie's real close to them. From everything, sounds like they're a solid group of dudes. So
okay, cool.
I think Alex, TJ, and Kurgan are the three guys coming.
Okay.
So that'll be fun too. So definitely want to give them a shout out. Great guys. So they've been great to work with all the way around.
Yeah, absolutely. So that that's very cool. I appreciate you coming on to talk about that for sure. With Walter and Babyface, what do you guys have going on here in the in the time that we have left. Any upcoming videos? What's happening here?
Well, that time frame when you're going to be out Fort Scott, I'm going to be in New Orleans doing a crawfish boil.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that sounds good.
I've been looking forward to that. That's going to be fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Video went live today on the second to last piece of building this up. We have takeoff. Well, we have click. I don't know
you got that trigger sounds good. Yeah.
Click.
We got click, but I don't know about bang. We'll see about bang this weekend. I'm gonna head over to the hacienda and see if it works, and hopefully it doesn't blow up. Something I did learn, by the way. Did not know this. I watched a video from an old IDF guy saying that no, you don't pull down on the stock to twist it. What they did back in the day is if you're tough enough, you just go, and it pops right over.
And you break your shoulder.
That's not my learning. You pop it like that.
Yeah. Those IDF guys, man. Those guys are funny. I remember the first time I saw, after I did some videos on the Tavor, and I went to SHOT Show, and I saw this, come over here, let me show you something. This is how you hold gun. You hold gun like this. I was like, oh, these guys they're one, watching, and two, they're like, no, you better hold this thing properly from now on. So, absolutely. No, that'll be cool. I think were we planning on getting together to do some shooting? That's probably coming up.
We need to figure that out, yes. We haven't yet, but we need to.
Yeah, okay.
Because I need to get some projects done before that day, whenever that day is.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we got a bunch of different things going on. And I do have, so right now, as you guys can see, the background here changed a little bit. I'm in a different van because my van is having some stuff done to it. So, boom, check it out. That's what I'm in right now.
Oh, you know, a $200,000 Mercedes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That I was supposed to get.
Yeah. Does that look familiar, Walter?
You got to watch the video on Dirtfoot Racing and Stranger Palooza. You see Hank's got my $200,000 Mercedes Sprinter van that I was supposed to get.
So big thanks to Sunshine State RV. I do have this for a loaner, so I can do some videos. My van is actually a Ford Transit, which, Ryan, I don't know if you know this, but Ford Transits are built in guess where? Kansas.
Ooh.
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yes.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, the Transits are built. I need to look up and see how far that is from you guys that they build those things in Kansas and see if I can get in there and visit them. So that's what I have. So now I get to check out this big luxurious Sprinter van. This one is built by Coachman. It's called the Galleria. And then I think in a week or so I'll get to try out a ProMaster van, which is a Ram van. So
I feel like you need one of those.
What do you like?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Yeah. What do you like?
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Go ahead.
How's it compared to what you had? How do you like it?
So what I have is all-wheel drive, and I could kind of a little bit see, because this is rear-wheel drive, but then it does go 4x4. But just driving normally, it's rear-wheel drive, so I can see it spinning out a little bit. But it's very comfortable, very luxurious. It's got all the Mercedes bells and whistles in it, and it's definitely bigger. It's about 2 feet bigger, which is basically a mansion.
Ah, so you're balling now.
Yeah, when it comes to vans, yeah. Yeah, so you might see me, Walter, because I know we're supposed to do a part 3. Walter actually has a Sprinter van that he's rehabbing.
Rehabbing the whole interior.
Yeah. Yep. So that'll be on Dirtfoot Racing as well as Stranger Palooza for anyone out there who wants to see it. So yes, it's very nice, very big and luxurious. A lot more storage and stuff like that. So I can't complain. It's diesel. It's diesel. So. And right now, everything is running off the batteries. It comes with lithium batteries and all that kind of stuff. And yeah. So it's pretty tricked out. So what's up, Patrick?
I was just looking at where Fort Scott is. Mm-hmm. You guys are right on the border with Missouri and Kansas, right?
Now read some history about Fort Scott.
Oh yeah.
I saw the Fort Scott National Historic Site, and I was going to look that up too because I've never heard of it.
The plains going west, young man. Just that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Chasing after the Indians and doing all that stuff. Yeah, going that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that stuff's still there, right? Yeah.
Yeah, there's a historic fort around that you can check out. It's pretty cool. And then supposedly, I'm not quite up to speed on the town's history yet. But supposedly it was burned like a couple times during the Civil War and everything by like the bushwhackers and everything. So yeah.
Yeah, very nice people out there in Fort Scott, Kansas.
Yeah.
When I went there and blew up that thing, everyone was still really nice to me in the town.
They knew who you were.
Yeah, you guys.
Oh, they knew. Everyone knows everyone that's in that town. If you spend more than 5 minutes in that town, they know about you.
It's crazy.
Looks small.
Yeah.
How far are you guys from Kansas City?
An hour and a half, and it's straight south of Kansas City.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a real easy drive.
Far.
It's a nice highway. No, it's smooth. It's smooth driving. So
yeah,
nice.
Very nice place. Very cool people. Obviously, the Fort Scott Munitions guys
and
always brought me.
I believe the Lake City ammo plant is near Kansas City, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
I have a connection there. I found out that I have a relative who's going to be in charge, the officer in charge for the Army at the plant.
Oh.
Yeah, and we're supposed to be visiting that, right?
Independence,
in the future,
Missouri.
there's going to be a tour, I hope. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's just north and to the right on the outside of Kansas City. So yeah, they're not far either.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, yeah. So it's a really nice place to go to if the folks out there get a chance, and if you're in Fort Scott, you should go check out the store over there. They've got do you guys still have that big giant alligator in there? And
we do. Yeah, we've actually incorporated it into our checkout system or counters and everything now. It's pretty cool. 13, I think 13'2".
Wow,
So,
yeah.
Oh, if you guys want to get another one, come down here. I'm sure we got plenty of them.
I'm pretty sure they got it here. Yeah, wasn't that gator got? Yeah, it was gotten. Yeah, they got it here.
Yeah. Oh, we got big ones here. Yeah.
Yeah, and they took it down with tumble on impact.
Yep. Yep. So get this: there was when they were dressing it and everything, they actually found a broadhead in that gator. So someone had tried taking a 13-foot gator with a broadhead.
And it
Can you
just
imagine
said
that story?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it.
Somebody's got some big cojones to be shooting a broadhead at a gator.
Well, so maybe that was Corey. So my friend Corey that Patrick knows.
Big old guy with the 80-pound draw.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he could take out a gator with that thing. Yeah, and he has the license to get gator. So,
Hank, you and I are gonna have to hook up with him sometime and go gator hunting.
Right, absolutely. So if you guys go down there, check it out. You guys do custom guns and all kinds of cool stuff in the shop for everyone.
I didn't know that.
There's some good stuff that come out of there. These are like genuine gun guys, man. These are like hardcore.
Yeah, Gary does some custom builds, especially like long-range precision rifles and that kind of thing. He's a very skilled machinist. He's fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got like a whole line called like Gary's Custom Builds. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah. So let's do this. Let's go around the clock here. I know we're going a little bit over here because of all the shenanigans we've gotten into. So I'm going to go around the clock. We'll start with Babyface and then go to Walter and then we'll come back to Ryan. Tell the folks where they can see you, communicate with you, support you.
YouTube.com/babyfacepea. We passed over 30,000 subs a couple weeks ago, so we're still climbing. We're at 30,500, so we're moving on up. If you guys want to take part in any of the other shenanigans, my daily stuff usually gets posted on my Instagram, which is baby_facepea, as in the letter P. Or if you go to youtube.com/babyfacepea/community, I do post in there every now and then, so you might see some stuff updated in there.
Okay, very cool. Let's go over to Walter. Walter, tell the folks what you have going on.
Absolutely nothing. No.
Yeah, right. Okay. Sure.
No.
I know better.
Yeah, well, there's Safety Hour Firearms on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. You check us out there. There's Dirtfoot Racing, which is I'm playing with the mini bikes and all that stuff. Once again, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. And then there's stenparts.com, which is stenparts.com, for all your miscellaneous submachine gun, miscellaneous replacement parts.
Yeah, your stem parts needs. I don't know if you know that, Ryan. Walter's.
No, that's pretty, yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny, a lot of people know Sten parts, but they don't know it's what.
Yeah.
Because they bought stuff. I've been doing this since '99. So
that is really cool.
People have bought a lot of stuff over the years. And, oh, yeah, I know you. Yeah. It's like, oh, good, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. So for all your Sten gun needs, I don't know if you guys have a Sten gun over there at FSM.
We might need to get one in. We don't have one in right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you guys are O2s, you can put one together, yeah. Or
we are.
class 2, yeah.
Mm-hmm. They are. Oh, trust me.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. I want to see you guys taking out something with a Sten gun, some kind of
Oh yeah, there's some some tumble on impact.
yeah. Just chug, 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 and I want to see how that works on a deer or or a gator or something like that.
Just disintegrate it.
Right. Yeah, I mean, well, at that chug rate, the deer will get away, I'm sure.
Yeah.
On a Sten gun, he'll just do the serpentine maneuver.
You guys have a wild hog problem out there?
So not too much in Kansas yet. We have a little bit of it around here, but we tend to make trips for the hog hunts. So we've done some cool stuff with dropping hogs with 9mm. That's another cool one. We got a cool video on that. Just dropped it in its place. But I mean, just speaking to like self-defense rounds and what our rounds are capable of. But
yeah, I think I saw that on Instagram. Yeah,
hogs are tough critters. So
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
mean. Oh yeah. Yeah, they absolutely are. Okay, so you got like 35 seconds, Ryan. For the folks, if they want to find out more from you, follow you guys' social media, how do they do that?
Yeah, so FortScottMunitions.com is the website, or FSM.com. Email is probably the best way to kind of keep in. We tend to drop everything in our emails if you subscribe. And then Instagram at Fort Scott Munitions.
Absolutely. Yep. And Hank 10, still working.
It is. Proud.
Yep. And you guys are back to selling ammo online.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you guys need to make sure you get that. We're going to take a quick break right here, and then we'll come back and wrap it up.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of manufacturers like Safety Harbor Firearms. SHF is a quintessential family-owned small business, totally representative of the American dream. Safety Harbor Firearms is a Florida-based manufacturer of the compact entry stock and the SHTF 50 upper for an AR-15 lower. Also, SHF happily delivers on your Sten gun parts needs. So don't forget to check out stenparts.com and safetyharborfirearms.com.
All right, so listen, we before we get out of here, a couple things I want to remind. Like, this is episode 888, by the way.
888. Wow.
Yeah, 888. We're approaching 900 episodes here, and we're doing pretty good all over the world. There's people listening to us all over the world. I do want to make sure that I thank Fort Scott Munitions for like the ammo. We've had some good times and lots of fun with the ammo.
Likewise, Hank. Appreciate you being a part of it too. So we're thankful. We're just as thankful to have you, man. We really appreciate
Absolutely.
you. So,
and I'm looking forward to that flow. The flow, getting back into the normal flow of the ammo flow. I know it's still tough.
So am I.
We're trying.
Walter,
patient.
Oh no, I know, man. It's been crazy. It's been tough out there, but I mean, it's been an awesome thing. It's not easy to get people to actually like support you with ammo out there. That's like one of the most difficult things. Being a YouTuber, doing what we do here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run in the end, and we're going to come back. So Ryan should leave us with the words of wisdom, right, guys?
Absolutely.
I think so.
Because mine was going to be about poop and all that stuff. So we got to do it.
So if you got anything better,
yeah, you better have something better. I'm sure Lola's like, please have something better.
No more poop, please.
So so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna run in the end. We're gonna come back, and Ryan, you've got a couple of seconds here to think up your words of wisdom. Big shout out to everyone who's out there watching the podcast right now. We appreciate you guys being patient with us and taking time to check us out here on Utreon. Thank you guys so much for that. Let me run the end in right now. We'll be right back in a second. All right, guys, thanks so much. We're gonna rip the audio out of this, throw it up on iTunes and Podbean and every place that you can get your audio podcast from. We're on Audible. We're all over the place. We just not just, I think we did it at the beginning of the year. We actually signed up with the Firearms Radio Network. So big shout out to the guys of the Firearms Radio Network, and make sure you guys check them out here as well. Big thanks to Fort Scott Munitions for coming in, as well as Babyface P and Walter of Safety Harbor Firearms. Always being here on Monday, keeping Mondays fun.
Light. Keep
yes,
it light.
That's what we try to do. Okay, Ryan, we've given you enough time. Words of wisdom.
All right, man. I'm going to quote from the Proverbs. Just commit your ways to the Lord, and He will direct your paths. So Can't get any wiser than that if that's what
Amen.
you're going for.
Amen.
Right?
Amen.
Amen.
There you go.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah.
Awesome. We appreciate that. We will absolutely take that. Thank you so much, Ryan. And you guys stay right there. We're going to end it right now. Let me make sure I press the right appropriate buttons and end this properly. Let's see.
Do a good turn.